This week's episode of Doctor Who, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, is a veritable Christmas feast of bio-truths and gender essentialism cooked up for us by Stephen Moffat. We had a great time making fun of him and his writing with our friend Gigalithic, but if you find the plot of this episode at all distasteful, you're right, so just know what you're getting into.
Whovians, hop in your TARDISes. You're listening to another episode of Doctor
Christmas again?
Again? Last Christmas? This Christmas? This is a randomly selected Doctor Who podcast. I always forget to tell people that. I'm your humany-womany brother, just getting it out of the way early, Jordan.
Fuck. Oh, I forgot to write one down. I'm Sam.
Happy holidays. I'm your, no, never mind. Let's do it again. I need to come up with a new nicknames.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
And we've got a special guest joining us this week for the first ever Doctor Who Christmas special this week. You know them from Matter Meter Lads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Gigalithic.
It's me, your shit-stirring son of a bitch, Gigalithic.
You know them from we said that they would be on last week, and we were wrong.
Yeah, so due to some scheduling constraints, you know,
constraints. That's a very
mishaps,
generous way of describing how all three of us
business,
fucked.
A little whoopsie doodle,
a little whoopsie. You know, we let he who is not fucked up and forgotten something throw the first stone.
I believe the term the doctor would use would be a little fucky wucky.
Yeah, and you know, I'm the only one who had to suffer consequences from this, because both times you guys got to enjoy podcasting, but I'm the only one who got to miss out on talking about the Master's meat and, like...
You didn't get to talk about Obama.
Big Barry Obama's big speech.
He was gonna fix...
And Little Wolf's funny gun.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have any grievances you want to air from last week, go ahead.
Yeah, if you have anything you want to say
that's the thing, is, like, I'm kind of happy that I wasn't on that episode, because I don't know what I would have to add to the show, really. It's kind of like, that those episodes are so fucking off the wall that they kind of speak for themselves.
And this episode, which, by the way, is the series... Is it the Series 7 Christmas special?
It's between Series 6 and 7. It's the 2011 Christmas special.
Oh boy, it sure was 2011. That was one thing.
Fucking
Christmas. One thing you could. There were two things I could tell, which is that it was Christmas and that it was written in 2011. This one is called "The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe," written by our friend, our enemy, the bastard of the show, Stephen Moffat, who I would love for him to log off and never log back on.
Britain's biggest toe fan, Stephen Moffat.
Britain's biggest freak.
I think it's probably bigger perverts in Britain than Stephen Moffat.
Yeah, I mean, like, legally,
he's like a crypto pervert. He's a secret pervert.
Exactly. That's worse in some ways.
It was also directed by Farron Blackburn, for the record.
Yeah. Fuck this episode.
This is...
I hated this episode. I thought it was just awful.
Sam, you go. I'll go last. I'm the guest.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah,
maybe I was worried that I just sound like I'm just completely like influenced by what the person said before. Maybe hate is a strong word. I strongly disliked this episode and did not enjoy watching it.
I literally thought you were about to say I was worried I was about to sound like the Plain White Tees.
Hate is a strong word, but I really, really didn't like this episode.
Speaking of 2011.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say that I hated it. I definitely didn't like it. It is I think this, of all the Doctor Who that I've watched, I think this is the single most, like, cloying, disgustingly treacly episode in existence.
I don't
and I was going
like,
through the Christmas specials that we've watched so far, and in retrospect, I think this is the only one that really feels like a Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm. There's some...
Usually it's that the season ends, the show goes on break for a year, and then the Doctor comes back in time for some good old-fashioned Christmas trauma, and/or he dies.
Yeah, there's definitely other episodes you haven't seen that are also very Christmassy, but this...
Well, yeah, you'll see another one next
week, yeah.
Usually it's just like the Doctor does a thing on Christmas. Mm-hmm. This one was like the Doctor becomes Mary Poppins for a little girl and her shithead brother who I hate so goddamn much.
I'm just gonna get this out of the way. You say little girl. How old would you say this character is?
I don't know. I don't know how old kids are. Probably somewhere in the ballpark of 4 years old to 11.
I was going to say maybe like
13.
13?
This
Their actress is 19 years old.
Jesus Christ.
No wonder she's so much better at acting than the kid who played Cyril.
It bothered me the whole fucking episode.
I want to talk about that.
That's a short woman.
A very short adult woman.
I mean, we've been desensitized to it from watching the weirdest part.
The weirdest part is that Cyril was 38 years old. He's a real a reverse Hans Mole man, we call that.
Yeah, but usually you have adults playing post-pubescent children, like 16-year-olds and shit. Like, I don't know. There's something weird about like a 13-year-old being played by an adult.
That's very strange. It's weird that they couldn't find like a girl, like a child.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happened?
They found one, and look how that turned
out. You know what happened is that they had this like these perfect like these young actresses come in. They were all great for the part, and then Steven said, "You're close, but you're not strong enough.
You're strong, but you're too young.
You have not reached."
Yeah, as long as we're getting stuff out of the way, this is the Biotruths episode.
This is a Biotruth episode. Fucking friend of the show, Ironicus, posted. I accidentally click spoilers sometimes, and when you posted we were watching The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. Ironicus posted, yes, the Biotruths episode.
It's so what does that fucking mean? Unnecessary. Too.
Okay,
like,
we need to.
Does the Doctor even have a
I know. We'll talk about it when we get there. We have to wait.
It's literally the underlying code of nature. He says.
The metaphysics in this episode are so fucked.
The laws of nature are that women are strong mothers and men are oafs who don't know what yogurt is.
We'll get there when we get there, but there's the idea that the Doctor is like, you and me, little boy, we are men. We are biological males. I have a penis and I have semen running through my balls. Like, you're an alien. What are you talking about? You're not. What is this? You turn into a
bright orange
sometimes.
Running through all 7 of my Time Lord balls.
I take the force, I put it in my brain. This shit ain't nothing to me.
This feels like Stephen Moffat, like Jodie-proofing the show.
And I'll tell you one more thing, kid.
I'll
never be a woman.
The Doctor could never carry.
I will never regenerate into a woman. I will regenerate infinity times, but none of those times I'll be a woman. He said in the episode. We have to start talking about this. Okay,
we gotta fucking start.
Sam, how does this episode start?
Earth, the Big Apple. There's an evil-looking spaceship in space.
I love Star Wars. He used the Star Wars shot of the ship from underneath, and then we see the Doctor doing spaceship, and then
doing what I thought before I watched the show, what I thought the entire show would be, which is the Doctor like running through the hallways of an exploding spaceship, like I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I thought the spaceship would matter, but
but from the music, I was half expecting it to be a fast blue hedgehog.
Joke's on me. Oh yes, it is playing the Sonic 06 theme song.
Oh yeah, this is the week that I finally remembered to listen for the Doctor's theme, and it really and truly is his world from Sonic 06.
Nothing brings me more joy in this world than people saying, I don't think it sounds like his world from Sonic 06, and then they get back to me and say, oh, it sounds exactly like his world from Sonic 06. I love being right. The Doctor is on a ship. that is like exploding. We're catching him in media res in an adventure that literally doesn't matter. And then he tries to get to a spacesuit, and then he falls out of the ship, and he puts the spacesuit on in space.
This episode gets an early compliment from me because I enjoyed the sequence of the Doctor falling through outer space, frantically trying to catch a falling spacesuit and put it on. I thought it looked very bad, which meant that it looked very good to me.
There was a thing in this episode that looked Rusty era bad, and I actually really liked to see how bad it looked.
Reminded me of Mass Effect 2. Except
I was thinking
less dire consequences.
I was thinking Halo 3.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't thinking about either of them, but now I am thinking about Mass
Effect. I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but I am thinking
when
about
I was
it
a child. One of my shithead brothers, I don't remember which one,
definitely not me. Whatever it was, I didn't do it.
Told me that in Halo 1 and 2, Master Chief took fall damage, but in Halo 3, that game starts with him like falling from outer space and surviving, and that made him immune to all fall damage, and I believed it.
I don't think that was me.
Well, that's stupid.
I really believe that was like a canon thing.
That he has armor lock, which can lock the plates of his armor together in a way that makes him basically invulnerable, but he cannot move.
That... Okay, wait. But, like... Because this is what happens to the Doctor, too, because when we catch up with him in a moment, he's gonna say, like, impact suit, and he can't, like, move, and his helmet's on backwards. Why would, like, completely restricting your joints and bones help you survive a fall? Because I'm pretty sure... when you fall, you're supposed to go as rigid and stiff as possible so that when you hit the ground, everything just, you know...
I was sad that we didn't get to see the shot of the 11th Doctor planting into a crater like an arrow.
This would have been a perfect time for when she does... the mom, Madge, who we see her... We see Madge, like, riding a bike, and then she sees the Doctor fall. And this would have been a perfect time where she finds him, and it's Peter Capaldi.
It's Peter Capaldi.
Nice.
Yeah, he's just regenerated.
But yeah, she finds him in a crater. His space helmet is on backwards.
It's so funny.
She takes him...
It actually looks kind of good backwards.
She takes him home, and her son Cyril is looking at the moon through a telescope.
Fuck turns this out kid. To be I hate this kid so much.
Completely irrelevant. It has nothing to do with the episode, but... The kids are snarking. That's all that matters. Yeah. And she tells Cyril, speaking of things that feel like a setup for something that they aren't, she tells Cyril, like, tell your dad I found a guy in a crater. He's in a spacesuit. His helmet's on backwards. I'm going to go look for a police box to try to get him some help. And then she leaves, and the dad comes in and says, where's your mom? And he says, she went out. And I thought that was going to be the beginning of some sort of storyline where he thinks that she's cheating on him, but it turns out that was a very long dialogue sequence to set up absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they go these lengths towards establishing this family dynamic that ends up being for nothing because I don't give a shit about these people.
These are like I never have I cared less about a group of characters on this show.
I care more. I care more for Christina D'Souza than I do about these people. Only because I hate her, and that's more than I feel towards any. Like I don't give a shit if that boy froze.
I mean, I am
forest.
completely indifferent. I'm indifferent to Lily. I'm largely indifferent to Madge, and I hate Cyril. Worst boy.
Can I say
worse than Josh Traeger?
I had a moment where I thought that I had picked up on something epic that was going to happen in this episode, and I was, for some reason, for most of this episode, I was sure that it would end with Lily, the daughter, that there would be some conversation where she's like, "Oh, I'm going over to Billy Pond's house."
Oh, and my God.
Oh my God, that's Amy Pond's great grandma or something. I don't know why I was so fixated on that idea. It turns out that this is just some family who gives a shit. They don't matter.
And also, she's we then cut to Madge, and she's pregnant with the Master, who will then be pregnant with the Doctor.
She turns into Belle.
So Madge, you gotta know one thing about Madge. That she can't fucking drive for shit. And
Women?
let me tell you...
Okay, Steven...
Yeah, this is Steven's first bio-truth.
The gender essentialism that happens later in this episode really casts a pall on the way that Madge is characterized.
This is what I call Joss Whedon feminism, where you don't do anything feminist, but then you have a woman be epic.
You have a woman...
And then you have someone say women are strong.
Yeah, women having agency in the story is literally the only
like,
thing
then
that
you
matters.
just either, like, embarrass them, sexualize them, make them shitty, or make everyone laugh at them, but then...
Or in this case, establish that in the short time that she drives this car to find the TARDIS, I think the Doctor says that she crashed like 8 times.
Not to, like skip ahead to the very end of the episode,
I wouldn't even say that
but
Madge
it's very
has
funny.
agency in this whole episode.
It's very funny that, like, there's a payoff to this later, which is, like, Madge heroically and epically...
crashes a giant car.
Yeah, she's like, I figured out how to pilot this very intricate machinery, but then she still crashes it like it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, and the Doctor rolls his eyes and says, bloody women.
God, women. Sometimes you make to...
This strong.
The walking tree men look out the window and see her piloting a mech and go, that's a bloody woman!
What the fuck is wrong with, white biking? What's the enemy? Who's the bad man? What's his name?
Stephen Moffat?
Yeah. What's his fucking
Literally was like, bad man,
bastard?
the enemy! The enemy! He's our invisible enemy of the show.
We're talking about the 2011 Christmas special, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, written by the enemy, directed by Sharon Blackburn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that from now on. I love that. We will not speak his name. He is the enemy.
The dark one.
Get your groggers out, everyone. This episode was written by...
What's his fucking deal, though? Like...
He's a fucking white British, he's
like,
trying to be epic.
We get Madge, and then like in fucking 2 episodes, or like 4 episodes
the
or
man
whatever,
who
we're
wrote-
gonna get Clara, whose whole shit is that she can't use the internet.
Clara gets better.
I forgot about that.
This is the man who wrote Scandal in Belgravia. I don't want anything to do with him.
The good news is we absolutely don't have time to get into Sherlock right now.
Yeah, his ideas about women are well documented, but still, just like, come the fuck on, man.
Well,
So
also what's weird is that this episode, in the same way that a lot of Moffat, and I think also Mark Gatiss's writing does, is it is that, like you said, it's that sort of Joss Whedon type of feminism where it's like it's trying to be feminist in the way that it hypes women up,
but they don't
for
portray
the
women
most backwards things where it's
Oh,
like,
man.
women
Well,
are actually amazing. They're
you have
basically walking, talking wombs.
They don't
you
portray
have
women
such
as
sights
people.
to see. You have
yeah.
such beautiful.
Also,
What
joke
pleasures
for the,
I will show you when you get to some certain Amy Pond episodes.
Joke for the fucking nerds in the room, making me think about this, that Mark Gatiss is the Sauron to fucking Moffat's Morgoth. He's his lieutenant.
I would say that he's the Saruman to Moffat's Sauron.
Moffat's Sauron.
He's overseeing like the fucking Uruk-hai pits.
I mean, he's the Saruman to our Gandalf, and we're just getting fucking flung around.
In
I am
his
a Mark
stupid...
Gatiss of many colors.
Okay, so
she
they find a
takes
police
him-
box.
She takes him to the TARDIS, although it turns out as a joke, it's actually just a normal police box.
There's a moment here that I was like, oh, Madge is being epic, but he's like, oh, it's locked, and she says, I'll pick the lock, and he says, nobody, not even the hordes of Genghis Khan.
Not even the hordes of Genghis Khan. I was thinking about this hordes.
Did I mention my name is Madge D'Souza?
But then, and I was like, oh my god, and then she does it, and he goes, oh, well now I'm going to be time traveling with much less sense of security, haha. But it's actually not his TARDIS. It's just a regular police box.
Did I mention that my name is Madge Khan?
And then, and then the Doctor is like, okay, well, I'm gonna go find my box. And then 3 years pass and we never see him find it. So in my mind, I mean, he finds it, but like in my mind, he was stuck on Earth without his TARDIS for several years.
To be more accurate, he says, this isn't it. Can you help me find the right one, please?
Please help me find my box.
But yeah, he says, thank you so much for helping me. If you ever need anything, just, I don't know, make a wish or something. I did want to praise something in this scene, which is...
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if it was, in fact, Matt Smith wearing the spacesuit, because we don't see his face at any point here, because the helmet's on backwards. Whoever is in that thing and is walking around in a backwards spacesuit, it looked really, really funny.
Yeah. It was Matt Smith's like comedy body act.
I also want to say, Madge's actress is not bad. She's given a character who's written to be just an absolute freak.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Madge,
and not in the way that we like.
Madge like does a thing later in the episode, some things later in the episode that I was like, there was nothing in this episode foreshadows some of the things she does, except for the fact that she's a mum. And mums are strong.
She is a mum in it.
If
She's
Madge
a strong
had been,
mum.
like, literally, like... There's points in this episode where if Madge had been, like, a 3-foot tall, rotund, fuzzy creature, like, it would have made more sense for the episode.
If she was one of the puppy dog men from Flux.
Exactly. If she was some sort of just beast, then like, her actions would make more sense.
She was like a fiercely protective gnome matron. Mm-hmm. Madge is home, her husband says, war were declared, and then... Well,
no, he's reading about the war.
Madge,
the looming
is like,
war.
Stop reading about that war. It's never going to be
Neville Chamberlain, and I know that we're not going to go to war anytime soon with Germany.
There's basically a
folks.
comedy smash cut here where Madge all but says... It would suck if you died in a war. Cut to 3 years later. Mayday! Mayday! We're going down!
We're dying in the war! BJ Blazkowicz, man the cannon!
I was also thinking about the intro scene to New Order.
Great game.
In that scene.
Love to see it.
Mayday! Mayday! I just realized that this episode is called The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, and I'm her husband.
Uh-oh.
I love it. He's like, he looks at the picture of Madge, and he's like... Maybe he crashed the plane because he wasn't keeping his eyes on the Sky Road because he was too busy looking at a picture of his wife. Just a thought.
Yeah, he crashed into a car in the sky. We cut to Madge. It's, I think, like Christmas Eve.
It's like Christmas Eve, and she's holding on to the telegram. She's like sleeping with the telegram that said her husband exploded in the sky.
I'm assuming that she just got that telegram earlier that night, but it's not super clear. But her husband is missing and presumed dead. Now it's Christmas morning, Eve morning, and the kids are like, "Mummy, will Daddy be at Christmas dinner with Uncle Digby?"
Where's Daddy? Has my daddy not been exploded yet, Mummy?
And she says, "Your father is very alive."
Daddy,
Did the Nazis blast my dad?
Did he get vaporized by a Nazi shell,
Did he get
Mummy?
turned into a skeleton? That would be ever so wonderful.
Is my daddy a bloated corpse in the ocean, Mummy?
She says, "No, none of those things. He'll be at Christmas dinner, I swear." And then she makes a wish for the doctor to...
Which he hears in response to somehow.
So this is unclear, by the way, because...
The doctor is wishable.
When I say that she makes a wish, what I mean is that we see Cyril and Lily making a wish on a wishbone in the background, and then she kind of closes her eyes, presumably making a wish.
Something insane happens, But
I want to know what her wish is.
I wish the doctor would be zany at me. Weird spaceman, please help me.
I wish that weird spaceman... She keeps calling him, like, her spaceman angel.
Angel, yeah. And then when they make the wish, the camera zooms through the eyepiece of Cyril's telescope, and we see, like, E.T. shot, but with the doctor, like, silhouetted against the moon in his TARDIS, like, I'm gonna be Mary Poppins now!
So I totally missed that. That's really cool.
My headcanon for this is that either one... Well, there's two possibilities, because this episode is dog shit. One is the doctor is literally just a magic man. And he's literally Mary Poppins. The second one is he just did some 23andMe after meeting her, and she's like, okay, what's the worst point in this woman's life? I granted your wish.
So
It's me.
I was a little confused about this. Lauren says that this is basically just a reference to what happens in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I haven't read that since I was a kid. But
oh yeah, they get sent, they're like leave London to avoid the Blitz, so they go out to like this castle type place.
It's their Uncle Digby's big mansion,
house.
but he's not here, and there's like tablecloths over everything, and it's all like dusty.
Everyone, I feel like everyone in England has an Uncle Digby somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, they all share the same Uncle Digby.
Like, there's a lot of land in that country, and like.
And there's a lot of Uncle Digby's.
And so, yeah, I think everyone has, like, an Uncle Digby. Or maybe it's like a timeshare situation where they all have one Uncle Digby, and they rotate
if you
his
pay...
his disused manor house.
Yes, you have to pay, and, your children may be paying for the disused manor home for the rest of their lives when you die. Please don't pay for Uncle Digby's mansion. Mm-hmm. It's a terrible idea.
Well, they get there and they're like, where's the caretaker, Mr. Cardew? He's supposed to be here. Now, I have to assume that the doctor murdered this old man.
I think that the doctor...
I think that maybe Mr. Cardew died in the Blitz.
My idea is that he got telefragged when the TARDIS was materializing.
Has the TARDIS ever, TARDISed into a person?
Well, actually, we do know that it can TARDIS around someone. Because I was going to say, saved Jack Harkness and the Doctor.
Yeah, TARDIS is around.
If he's not expecting it, it just TARDIS is on.
Or can it materialized around Mr. Cardew, and the Doctor was like, great, I'll be taking your identity, and then he hacked off his head. But yeah, the Doctor invites them in, and things get very, very whimsical very fast.
It's so full of whimsy.
We were talking last week about what Rusty Davies was watching. The enemy must have been watching Mary Poppins before he wrote this. There's no other explanation. We literally see he's like, and now the sitting room, children. And then the fucking furniture just... And then he says...
for anyone who doesn't know what the fuck that meant, the furniture starts dancing around.
It starts dancing around. And then he's like, now to your bedrooms. Here's the science-y, y-and-c... I feel so fucking bad. Why did they make... This is not even Matt Smith's thing. That wasn't his episode.
Not his thing.
That was David Tennant who said timey-wimey.
Hey, don't spoil it. I haven't heard him say it yet.
Okay, whatever. I hate it so much. And for the record, I want to say, on the record, I don't think that the timey-wimey line itself, I think in context it's fine. But
the proliferation of it.
Yes, the rest of the things that happened because of it was...
Because isn't the joke of him describing something as wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, isn't the joke like... It's literally not worth explaining.
Yeah,
it's
like he can't. He doesn't feel like putting it into. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But now, blanky blanky is just the 11th Doctor's way of going fiddle-dee-dee,
fiddle-dee-dee, whimsical in
but yeah,
just the quirkiest, boy.
The children's bedroom is so quirky. There's all kinds of silly things and funny things and whimsical things, and then there's where are the beds? Oh, there's hammocks, children. The funnest of the beds. Hibbledy-dibbledy.
He tries to do like a running.
Oh, he
jump
was like
into the
he was trying to get that Danny Pink award. Is what he was doing. I might have given it to him
when
if
he pops up after that scene. Like, I definitely think it wouldn't have been out of character for Madge to have blown a hole in his head.
Oh, and then I will say, we don't.
I thought you were going to say Matt Smith does a running jump, misses the hammocks, and then Peter Capaldi stands up.
We don't do.
What the fuck? Where am I?
Where am I? We don't do cool teen or cool time moments on this show.
The segment that I think, talked about once and then forgot.
My cool time moment for this episode is the part when Madge says, "Stop. Just shut up."
Just shut the fuck up,
and
dude.
I was like, thank you, Madge. Thank you. Somebody said it.
There is a running joke throughout all of this as the Doctor is like showing off the house and all the dumb shit that he's done to it, and I can't tell how this joke was supposed to come across, but he like shows them the dancing furniture, and he's like installed a lemonade tap in the kitchen, and every time he shows them this stuff, they're like, what? And he goes, I know. But the fact that the mom in the background is just seething the whole time and it's completely going over his head how angry she is pretty funny.
Also, I'm sorry, I can't keep this to myself anymore. One incredibly important thing to remember about this episode, and not to like just sound like we're mimicking the last episode, is that Madge has a gun.
Madge does have a gun.
And it's important to think that about the fact that I don't think we see her pick up the gun at any point. I think she just has the gun. She's just carrying that thing on Is there, did I miss a scene? Like, seriously, can someone tell me?
She just has a gun.
She just pulls a gun
that's the thing. It's that her name should have been
Madge.
What the fuck is Wilfred's?
Oh, Madge Mott.
Madge Mott, yeah. Her name should have been...
No, because when Wilfred has a gun, when Wilfred has a gun, it's wonderful and amazing. And when Madge has a gun, I just said, why the fuck does this lady
God
have
forbid a woman do anything.
We didn't establish her.
I'm pretty sure the idea is that she's armed because it's the war and they're afraid of getting invaded, and probably a lot of people were carrying weapons at the time.
Yes. No, definitely.
I just think that we should have seen a shot of her picking up a gun.
This is one of those things, Jordan, where I think we just need to accept the fact that if you're British and you're watching this, you get it.
Maybe you're really afraid that Bill Bailey is going to come into your life somehow.
I'm the opposite.
I would love it if Bill Bailey came
into my life.
I'm not, but that's the thing, is that she's a British woman in World War II, and we don't know how they felt about Bill Bailey back then.
Things have changed. There's a couple more things I want to highlight from the house tour. I did enjoy the joke of him showing them the staircase in the entrance hall, and I'm pretty sure that he said that he converted it into an escalator, but it's broken down, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
He also says, my bedroom is up in the attic. Don't go near it because it's full of panthers. There will be a payoff to that later. When one of the children is killed by a panther.
Yeah.
Madge,
it's really fucked up to see that Lily was killed by a panther.
Oh well.
Madge is like so fed up with the doctor. She sends the kids downstairs and she's like, listen, my husband is dead and I can't tell them because I don't want to ruin Christmas for my kids for the rest of their lives. The doctor says something so crazy to me here where he's like, you're yelling at them because... What does he say? He's like,
you're yelling at them because you're seeing how happy they are, and it breaks your heart knowing that they'll be sad later. But the fact that they'll be sad later is why they should be happy now.
I think this was a good scene. I think this was well written.
I don't like it.
But I think that's that having to withhold it, being alone and having to deliver this dramatic news to your two young kids is going to take a really serious toll on someone, and sometimes that gets externalized in
I don't think
not to mention her husband is dead.
Yeah,
I don't think that the conflict that Madge is experiencing is bad. I think that the way the show handles it is wild.
All I hear from you, Jordan,
is that conflict is resolved.
I don't think this woman is very strong. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Well, wait till you find out.
You wait until you see the rest of the episode, Jordan.
This woman isn't just a mother; she's a mum, and that makes all the difference.
I don't know what that means.
Take it up with Steven.
Take it up with the enemy.
We also see in the living room a giant comedy sci-fi Christmas tree and a big box. That's their Christmas present.
Can I interrogate what you meant by sci-fi Christmas tree?
It's got multiple tiers of rotating.
Did it?
Mechanisms, yeah.
Oh. My eyes just glaze over when I see a Christmas tree.
You don't give a fuck about a Christmas tree.
It's a greebly ass tree, what can I say? The
tree looking like Steppenwolf.
I gotta say, so we learn later that this box, it's very important that nobody opens this box unsupervised. And
are we going to talk? Should we just get into this right now? This is one of the stupidest things the Doctor has ever done.
It's
for Christmas,
basically like criminal child endangerment.
This man gave these children a box that has a portal, a space-time portal in it, which if only the Doctor had a box that could take you anywhere in space and time that he could take the kids on and give them a fun adventure to, I don't know, usually something like the planet of Hitler 4 or something.
But no, the important thing here is that this portal needs to be preset to take you to a specific planet that he's pretty sure nothing bad has ever happened.
He's been here loads of times and nothing bad has happened. Now, I want to talk about...
what's between this portal and the outside world? Is it more than one layer of wrapping paper?
I will say there's a very funny thing, which is in the ideal version of this adventure, it kind of would have been a shitty time anyway, because they would have just been in a cold, snowy forest with some cool trees.
No,
yes, but instead, the Doctor took...
let me tell you what they would have been in. They would have been in a blighted wasteland harvested for fuel by asteroids.
No, I'm saying the version of this journey
if he took them one day before...
Okay.
If we got that version of the day that the Doctor wanted them to get, they would have been just walking around in a cold, snowy forest.
Well, this is what's so important to understand. Because he gifts them a portal to an alien planet that he insists, after finding out how wrong he was, it's always been the safest planet I've ever known. He has a time machine. He could have checked to make sure, are we still good?
No.
But instead, he didn't. And you know what he did? Is he gave them a portal and he sniped it. He said, I'm going to send them to the one time on this planet that the apocalypse happens.
He did a perfect job at fucking up.
And he forgot to check, is this planet the Texas oil fields?
I'm taking these children to the Texas oil fields on the day of melting. I'm
taking the kids to see the dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure that I'm not sending them to get blown up by an asteroid.
Is this planet a strip mine?
He also did a thing where he put this pocket dimension portal to the melting day planet in a box wrapped as a Christmas present, which one thing you gotta know about children is they never, ever, ever, ever have ever in the history of children or Christmas have ever opened their presents early or done any
especially when they see them glowing bright white through the paper.
They would never... The Doctor's a psychopath.
We're talking a lot ahead, so let's just back up and go through what happens here. So, yeah, the kids see this present, and they're like, I like this new caretaker. He's funny.
He's
and
a funny
so
man.
smexy.
I'm 19 years old, she says.
And
I just want to make a fucking gift set of this boy.
And so that night, it's Christmas Eve. Cyril wants to look at the present. Lily says, shut up and go to sleep, you stupid piece of shit. And then Madge, meanwhile, she is in bed in her room holding the telegram. She hears the sonic screwdriver buzzing from upstairs and assumes that it's Panthers or whatever. Lily, meanwhile, she might be 45 years old, but she's playing a child, so she is like, haha, now that Cyril's asleep, I'm gonna go look at the present. But then she ends up investigating the sonic screwdriver noises from upstairs, and then Cyril himself sneaks downstairs. There is a joke here that I liked, where Lily finds the Doctor, working on some TARDIS stuff in the attic, and says, you were lying about the Panthers, and the Doctor says, famous last words.
I did like that. That was a cute line.
It's a solid joke.
I also have difficulty believing that all the fucking tchotchkes around this house that the sonic screwdriver would be the only thing going wee in the middle of the night.
There's 500 actively running train sets in every room.
I really like
this carbon monoxide flowing into the.
I really liked the subtitles say. The subtitles here say electrical noises, and it's so obviously the sound of the sonic screwdriver, but then a little part of my mind was like, well, I trust the subtitles. Maybe it's not the sonic screwdriver. What could it be?
I mean, I trusted the subtitles when I thought that the 12th Doctor said, I've put a vault to God.
What did he say?
I've got a vault to guard.
Sometimes they don't always get it right,
It's a hard job.
So many accents.
Mm-hmm.
That's some fucking Westeros is an accent bullshit. Fucking
from Peacock.
From Peacock, yeah.
Ring the bells, wrong da boss.
Wrong da boss.
Sorry.
Okay, we can't.
To bring up
That's a very specific reference, but
I think about it all the fucking time.
I will encourage anyone and everyone to listen to
listen
post
to
Game
that.
of Thrones.
Especially
listen to
the
it.
episode Wrong DeBoss.
Listen to the whole podcast, but maybe especially listen to this season 8 episode.
Well, maybe start after Brooks gets a new mic. But
So Cyril, the worst boy I've ever seen in my life. I hate this kid.
why do you hate him so much? He's just a shitty.
He's just an awful boy.
You
just said he's a shitty boy.
with big Coke bottle glasses.
No, he sucks. You know who he looks like?
His eyes are so big.
Yeah, I hate those Coke bottle.
This kid
glasses.
looks like Drew Carey.
That's mean to Drew Carey.
He does. He looks like Stephen Root in Office
He
Space.
looks like a mix of like, what if you tried to do like Drew Carey mixed with like Ron Howard when he was like playing Winthrop in The Music Man is what this little boy looks like.
He looks like a future arsonist.
I'm gonna kill this kid.
This kid's racist.
He sucks
For sure.
now, yeah.
This is what's this guy's Clasko? This is little Clasko.
This is little Clasko.
One day he's gonna
This
grow
is
up
little
and use
Klasky
time
Supo.
travel to try. He's gonna grow up
From
and try
the
to use
makers
time
of
travel.
Young Sheldon.
Young
This guy wishes he was young Sheldon. Young
Have
Sheldon
you ever
would be-
wondered how Clasko became such a racist?
such a racist. Why was he so? How was he so far in the future?
Well,
He's
climbed
literally
through
a time
another.
traveler.
He climbed through another one of the
Oh, they
Doctor's
didn't
presents.
say when he started time traveling. You're right.
So this shitty boy.
Yeah, he actually was a Doctor Who companion.
The shitty boy opens the box up and he finds a wonderful, whimsical forest.
Sorry, I want to get very quickly sidetracked. I read that it's like the Doctor Who official encyclopedia or some shit. It says that Cyril is the youngest ever Doctor Who companion.
Okay,
No.
alright, sure, yep, okay.
No, you have to get in the fucking TARDIS to be a companion.
Well,
You
that's
have to
what I
do
was
the-
going to ask.
Yeah.
Is this our first episode that straight up has no companion?
No, I guess if you count Lady Christina D'Souza.
I think of her as a one-off companion.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
so.
I looked back on this episode at the end and I was like, I don't think I would consider any of these characters companions.
Well, there's a companion in the episode.
Yeah,
If you want
but
to be like that.
Like the entire forest is a fucking companion. If anyone's a companion in this episode,
It's hard for me to remember whether these characters are still on the show. So I was a little bit surprised when
there is
showed up.
no goddamn way in hell.
Oh, there is a companion in this episode.
You got
You're
on
right,
my
Amy Pond
case
is
for
in this
thinking
episode.
that a Shilder would come back after the cliffhanger with her. And now you think that Cyril is going to come back in season 35.
You talking to me?
I'm
No,
saying that Amy Pond was in this
like,
episode.
yeah, Amy Pond was in this episode, and I was like, there's no way Amy Pond and Rory haven't been like fed to the wood chipper or whatever.
Oh, I
happens
thought
to
you were
them.
saying that Cyril might come back.
No.
No,
Amy Pond
this is pre-
Amy Pond gets fed into the wood chipper.
This is
in a
pre
little
wood
bit.
chipping for the Ponds, yeah.
Gotcha.
But Cyril will come back as a companion for
Anyway, the next
18
5 minutes of this
Doctors
episode
special.
are Cyril crawling in and out of a cardboard box.
And there's a whimsical forest. Can you
interminable. Like,
believe it?
fucking shitter, get off the pot, kid.
He crawls into the box, and it's a winter wonderland, and then he crawls back out, and then he hears creepy whispers.
Yeah,
he crawls back
instead
in.
of Mr. Tumnus, there's... Did the
There's a
doctor
tree
check to
that is
see if there was
growing-
Asisusasus on the planet?
I'm always checking for Asisusasus.
I'm that's the first thing I'm checking for if I'm on a planet. Is it
Are
breathable?
there-
Yeah,
Are
is there
Asisusasus?
Asisusasus?
How do you spell that, please?
Asisusasu.
Yeah, Asisusasus.
Asisusasu.
Anyway,
So he finds the Asisusasus, and he finds these trees with these silver ornaments on it, which we learn later this is the one reason the Doctor wanted to take these children to this planet was because the trees grow things that kind of look like ornaments.
Yeah,
he
it
says
kind
it's
of
a naturally
excretes-
occurring Christmas tree.
It
or
kind of
something like that.
excretes
This is-
an ornament.
Kind of like how pearls are like clam cum or whatever they are.
It's
I know that's not right. I know that's
No,
not
not
right,
even
but for
remotely
I know
accurate.
that's not right, but for the purpose of this joke, I think these are just the tree like busting a fat one.
Well, no, this is they're basically spores.
It's giving birth. Yeah,
This is how the little Cyril gets infected.
yeah. I mean, little Cyril does get infected in this episode.
He does get infected. Also, the ornament like grows really big, and then it falls on the ground, and it hatches like an egg.
And then Cyril crawls back out of the cardboard box, and then he hears some Asisusasus and crawls back into the box.
That's the insane thing. Is like, what's the fucking thing starts
Make up your
hatching?
damn
I don't
mind,
go back
you
in.
little rat. Make up your damn mind.
Also, there's like the doctor says there's some kind of like time difference in and out of the portal. So in the time that he's outside of the portal, whatever came out of the Christmas ornament like grows feet and walks away. So
that's also a Narnia thing.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I do remember that now that you mentioned that. Anyway, so the doctor and Lily find that Cyril is out of bed. They run downstairs. They hear the Asisusasus. And this is where the doctor... Okay, I've been dying to say this. Uh-huh. The doctor says, "Oh my god, I can't believe he opened it. It wasn't ready. Who opens their Christmas presents early?" And I know that we could all focus on who opens their presents early. What I'm fascinated by is... what does it mean that it wasn't ready?
Yeah.
He was going to put something in this that he was going to check to see if it was melting day.
Like, because... I do think that it is lampshaded in the episode. To be fair, it is lampshaded in the episode that the doctor's being a gigantic dumbass.
I don't accept that.
But, yeah.
That is worse than just having a plot hole.
We can't blame this on Fucker's Folly. I will not allow it.
I think
is this the first time we give out the Fucker's Folly award?
Did he get the award for Fucker's Folly?
I do think the doctor had very strong Fucker's Folly this episode.
I don't know why he really did.
Because the only reason we're mad about this is because it's inconsistent with his characterization. Like, even though he's like a dipshit. Like, this is a bit too
here's
dipshit
what I want to
for
know.
him.
Here's what I want to know, because he says the present wasn't ready. And if you combine that with his comment from before about how, he says here, he's like, Cyril he probably has like a 20-minute head start because of the way that time flows differently on the inside of this portal. Is he saying, oh no, the present wasn't ready, I wanted to take you tomorrow morning into the apocalypse after the forest has been destroyed.
I needed to make sure it wasn't melting day.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't know what people like. Like, maybe he's just... maybe he hit his
head... I thought
you'd
like it!
What if he hit his head a little bit harder than he'd like to admit when he crashed from space?
Several years ago?
Now he just has, like, brain damage.
Remind you, this... 3 years have passed since that incident.
Well, for Madge, 3 years have passed.
Yeah,
who knows how long
Doctor,
it's
probably
been
been 5
it's
seconds.
It's been 250 years.
He still has a concussion.
I mean, it's legitimately possible that he popped over here while in the village called Christmas.
If the Doctor doesn't have Fucker's Folly in this episode, then Cyril does. I mean, so many characters exhibit Fucker's Folly in this. Madge does it later.
He's also got Fucker's Folly actively choosing to come to a place on Christmas when he has experienced what Christmas usually does to him.
Yeah.
He's like, is this gonna be the one?
Should we explain Fucker's Folly? I don't think we've talked about it properly.
It's when someone does something for no reason, right?
It's basically when a character acts completely out of any logic in order to make the plot proceed.
Yeah.
It was a term that I coined to describe myself sweeping the entire house while actively late for class.
Weren't you like trying to get on a bus and you just...
Yeah, I was running late for the bus and I decided to sweep the entire place.
It was a good choice, I think.
I don't know why I did it, and while I did it, I was like, why am I doing this?
It's
but
probably some
myself from doing it.
Underlying psychological reason, I gotta say.
So the doctor's like, why am I taking these children to this melting to the planet on melting day?
So that's where the doctor is at here. He's like, I need to make sure that I take them to melting day. So they go into the portal. They find the footprints, Cyril's footprints, and also another set of footprints that's getting bigger and bigger.
There were 2 footprints in the snow because Jesus was so dumb.
One of them was a very big wooden man.
I did like the doctor's line here. It's another one of those things where they're just kind of like hand waving away the wacky concepts of the show in a way that I actually found charming. Where he says, like, yeah, these trees, they, like, naturally grow into a form that we perceive as Christmas trees. And she's like, what are the odds of that? And he's like, it's a big universe. Everything happens somewhere.
There's also trees called that, and they're called conifers.
Somewhere in the universe, there's a planet where Halo is real.
Somewhere in the universe, there's a village called Christmas. And
there's a village
knows
called
why.
Christmas.
I mean, we do establish
on the planet
the metaphysical soul does
Trenzalore.
exist. The ether is real.
Santa
in this episode.
Wait.
Santa does not exist.
God exists, though. Because
God
Satan
does exist.
God exists, and she's Missy. I am still... I can't remember if I've talked about it on the podcast. Every day I become more and more convinced that the entirety of Doctor Who season 8, 9, I already forgot, is going to turn out to be in a dream.
That is
It's
so
a
cranked.
fucking
so
gas
fucking
leak
cranked.
season.
That's so fucking cranked, dude. I will not ascribe to this theory.
Doctor Who gas leak season.
I'm sorry, I don't think that they come out of their brain crab reverie at the end of Last Christmas. I think they're still in it.
I think that they never come out of it, and the 14th Doctor, 15th Doctor, it's all crabs, baby.
Oh my
See,
god!
if you look-
in
if you
the
look in
new
the
special
background-
that's airing soon, David Tennant is there, and he's like, "Why is there a big hole in my skull?"
Why do I have that ice cream
if
pain?
you look
he
in the
says?
background of every episode, you can see Nick Frost as Santa Claus.
That ice creamy weemy pain in my brain, he says.
Okay, so they hear Asisusasus. What I already forgot.
Asisusasus?
Asisusasus.
Asisusasus.
They hear more Asisusasus, and
favorite.
he looks into one of the Christmas ornaments,
I can't.
and his reflection, and there's no reason that this happens, as it turns out, but his reflection turns into a wooden man.
His
I
reflection
can't be on an
turns into a
episode of the
weeping.
show without making a neologism.
His reflection turns into a weeping angel.
Yeah. That
Also,
would be a
Asisusasu
fucking
is
trip.
definitely one of my favorite Mesopotamians.
Fuck you. Yeah, I like... So let's talk about wooden men, right? I like the wooden men.
I kind of like the wooden man.
No, I mean, I've had the
Do you
wooden
know-
Cyberman, and this is just
Yeah,
not doing it
exactly.
for me.
I
Yeah,
was
but
gonna
the
say, this is
costumes
the
are
closest-
really good.
This is
That's
the
true.
closest we'll ever get
I'm
to see
being
the wooden
unfair
man.
considering that this happened before that episode anyway. No, the wooden men are good. I'm sorry.
It was a prototype for the best wooden man. And
Like, it does
my
look
hero.
like they're living wooden men when they move around. It looks very good.
You're right. I'm being very harsh, very unfair.
And,
It is
it's
good.
okay.
It is
I
good.
understand.
Has the boy gone into the spooky tower yet?
Yeah, this is what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
he
that's what
doesn't-
happens
yeah.
here. Also, Madge finds the portal and climbs into. So yeah, he finds a spooky tower and he goes inside. There's a wooden man sitting in a chair. He ignores it, and when he turns his back on it, it blinks.
Have we mentioned that the Doctor and Lily have also gone
Yeah,
into the
they're
portal?
also
Okay.
in.
Just
Yeah, they were looking at the
everyone's
Christmas
everyone's
ornaments.
in Christmas Town, and yeah, Cyril is in the tower with the wooden man.
It's a small miracle that
This is
anybody
when-
managed to find
this is the
anybody
scene-
else in this
This
episode.
is the scene that kills me dead. The Doctor tells Lily, "This is one of the safest planets I've ever been to in my life. They will never melt this
They
planet.
will never.
And I couldn't be bothered to use my time machine to make sure that it would stay that way before I
have
send the
never
children
taken
here.
one of my companions on an adventure to somewhere that turned out to be
It's-
lethal.
Like, why? Whom would threaten the sanctity of Oil Planet, the planet made of oil?
The planet made of beautiful oil that we love to see. That also
That has
Is
the
made
soul.
out of-
I totally forgot
Yeah.
why the planet is going to get melted. It's because the trees
it's all
are full of battery acid.
Yeah.
I also love the fact that they chose the planet of sentient Christmas
Yeah, do
trees
you think that
have
do you think that the
souls in
sentience has like it's the sentience that makes it such good fuel?
It's definitely the little crystal glowy soul.
It's
Yes.
the souls. It's literally
And
ugh.
there is precedent for that from one of the all-time most forgettable episodes of Doctor Who, 42. They're illegally scooping from
They're
a
scooping!
But they're
They're
scooping.
because the
Scooping!
star is sentient.
But they're doing it the right way.
Sentience
They
makes
checked.
rocket ships go farther.
That's right.
They
It's
yeah,
the
that's,
Omelas law.
That's why,
literally what
yeah.
happens at the end of
it's
a-
like Wynn's law.
at the end of 42. The survivors of that ship went home and said, "We've discovered something amazing. We need to start scooping harder than ever before.
They should
We
have
need to be
discovered
looking for sentient stars
like,
to scoop."
If only the fucking tree people had discovered that they could have just made Cyril suffer and gotten wherever they wanted to go.
Well, he was not strong enough.
No, but there's nothing more powerful in the universe than the suffering of a single child.
Yeah, so the wooden people they rig up Cyril to a torture machine. So Madge is looking for her kids in the forest, and the ground starts shaking, and a big mech suit thing almost crushes her. And there's like a voice on the intercom that's like, "You're trespassing. This is a private tree farm." And space marines pour out of the robot's foot, and one of them is Bill Bailey, and I was like, oh wow, Bill Bailey. And then he's in the episode for maybe 45 seconds.
I can't believe this is the only fucking episode of Doctor Who he's in.
Wasted!
He's so wasted on this episode.
It's so funny, though it would not be a Christmas special if there wasn't, like, several comedians making incredibly forgettable and not very funny apperances on the show.
I do think that the lady of the group is pretty funny. I think that
are these all comedians, or is it just two randos and Bill Bailey?
She is also a comedian. I didn't recognize her, but yeah, Wikipedia said she's also.
So they're doing classic Moffat style humor, where they're like one of them keeps trying to shoot Madge, and he's like scanning her, and he's like, she does have a weapon, sir. No, she's wearing wool. It mixes them up sometimes. Haha, hee hee.
So her name is Arabella Weir. And she is a comedian, actress, and writer. The other guy is Paul Baisley, who is an actor.
They got their three funniest space marines to man the oil destruction planet.
They said, Bill Bailey, we want you to come on, and we want you to make no jokes.
No jokes. No.
Not a one.
Bill, can you fucking take this seriously?
Bill, why are you trying to riff here? Shut up! This is a serious episode.
Oh my god!
Bailey jokes, and then Stephen Moffat said,
Jordan, and also Giga, and all of our listeners. I'm sorry for talking about Graham Linehan's show, The IT Crowd. I thought that the other guy looked familiar. He is the guy that Catherine Parkinson's character is on a date with, who they say looks like a magician.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's from that episode.
That's all I have to say about that.
Go.
Yeah, the lesson.
Graham Linehan would love this episode.
A worthy digression.
No.
Madge starts crying because Bill Bailey isn't making any jokes.
It says right here on Wikipedia, critical reception to the episode was positive, though some felt that the high-profile comedic guest stars Bill Bailey and Arabella Weir were underused.
Yeah. They didn't do shit!
They didn't do shit. Kidding. Arabella Wood was moderately used, and Bill Bailey was not used.
I'm sorry. They should have had Bill Bailey play Santa Claus instead of Nick Frost. It would have been way better.
Dude, Santa Claus is not...
Bill Bailey would have done a good Santa for that episode.
He needs to be Bill Bailey in more media. I feel like a Bill Bailey like Santa Claus would be very good.
Wait.
Also, while we're talking about it, Bill Bailey needs to go on Taskmaster. There we
go.
God, he needs to go on Taskmaster. He might just be too high profile.
Taxmaster. It's where they just tax people.
Yeah, that's USA, am I right? Cyril then climbs to the top of the tower, and we see a wooden lady holding a crown in front of a throne that makes.
Sorry, we completely skipped over the scene with the Space Marines.
Yeah, well, they just do some riffing.
And then Madge points
You're a time traveler. What are you doing here?
No, there's a very important thing that happens here.
She
starts crying.
Yeah.
Because she's using her woman's strength.
It's also really funny to me, now that I think about it, that they scan her and they say, oh, she has a weapon, she's dangerous, and then it says, no, wait, this thing mixes up wool and weapons sometimes. But then we learn later that she actually does have a gun on her.
But yeah, it was a false positive that turned out to be an actual positive.
It wasn't a false positive. It was just a positive. Mm-hmm. She had a gun on her. But
I'm sorry to keep being on Wikipedia and talking about comedians. The actress who plays Madge is named Claire Skinner, and apparently she is married to Hugh Dennis. Fun fact.
Hugh Dennis from Taskmaster and other things, presumably.
And other things.
Okay, so
he's on Mock the Week for like 20 years.
If you put the crown on, you turn into Bowsette. I was just thinking about what happened, funny things that happened.
Yeah,
to
what can I say? What the Bowsette reference in the year of our Lord 2023?
Year of Waluigi 2023.
Literally yesterday, I was watching a friend of a friend streaming Super Mario Galaxy, and people in the chat started talking about Bowsette, and I was like, oh yeah, Bowsette is like, I think it's like Peach picks up an item and becomes Bowsette.
No.
And then everyone in the chat was like, no, you idiot, that wasn't real.
That wasn't real.
People posted so hard that I thought that Bowsette was real.
I thought it was like you put on a crown and you turn into...
It's that Toadette can pick up a crown and become Peachette.
Oh, so what if
Bowser picks up the crown?
Yeah.
Because...
Now, see, you wouldn't have that in this episode because trans...
Cyril isn't strong enough? Oh, yeah.
Bowser would become stronger.
Bowser would be committing transgenderism.
So Cyril is in the room at the crown. The Doctor and Lily are at the foot of the tower, and then they find the wooden man and the big footprints. They go, wow, they're big. And then Matt Smith says "clever" 3 goddamn times in a row.
He says, and I quote,
ding, ding,
well,
ding.
Outside of the quote, he says that the tower is just a bunch of trees that grew into the shape of a building. And then he says, and I quote, ooh, clever. I love clever. Clever
Ding.
old forest.
Ding! And there's one more later in the episode.
Yeah, we do get one more
clever
later.
Count of 4 off the fucking charts.
So he wonders, why does the forest... Why it's trying to trap people. It's trying to entice people into the tower. But why do they need people? Meanwhile, the Space Marines are trying to calm Madge down. The woman Marine, who I think we only get one of their names, which is useless. So thanks, guys. I don't know. Frankly, I don't know why we even bother getting any of their names because they're barely in this episode.
the strongest of the Marines.
I just had a really dumb joke, and it's not even really a joke. It's just a thought that popped into my head, and I feel like it would be a disservice to share it, which was, we don't get her name, but her name is Woman Marine, Woman Marine, Woman Marine, Woman Marine, and that was just really bad, and I just
why did you say it? I don't understand.
Well, I just felt
I don't
like
know if you misspoke
or
if this was what you meant to say. You did say it would be a disservice to share it with us, and I think you were right.
Yeah.
You were right. I feel personally like my life has become worse.
Woman Marine, Woman Marine, Woman Marine, Woman Marine.
Anyways, the woman Marine, using her woman's strength, says that it's bad optics to point a gun at a crying civilian woman. So they all put their guns down.
Civilian, you know?
We learn that it's the year 5345, and Madge says, well, I'm from England 1941, and there's a war on.
This is how we do it.
Crying is ever so useful, isn't it? And then Bill Bailey says, please, I've not seen anything to convince me that there's any chance that you'd actually use that gun. And she says, oh, really? Well, I'm a mother, and I'm looking for my children. And then we do like a dramatic snap zoom.
Oh god, she's strong! She's strong! Fuck!
Because it's a woman's strength.
So they're
woman's
like,
strength is her children?
Yeah, god, she's strong! She's strong! Everybody back
She's
up!
got kids! She's a mom! Watch out!
She's not just a mother, she's a mom! So the Doctor and Lily are ascending the tower, and I think they must have put, like, there's no way she's as short as she is compared to Matt Smith.
What do you think they're doing?
Shots. So, like,
you
he's
think
on
they're
a
doing
milk
like
crate.
Hobbit? They're doing Hobbit technology.
No, I think that they just put Matt Smith on a milk crate for some of the shots because her height varies.
Why
pretty
couldn't they find
significantly.
someone younger? I don't understand.
Like, he's trying to fucking blast his way through the door with the sonic screwdriver, but of course...
Oh, sorry, I don't think we even mentioned the door. Cyril is in a room at the top of the tower, and the door, like, shuts behind him, and there's a wooden lady holding a crown
very strong
next to a
wooden
throne.
person.
Very
a notably
strong
stronger woman person.
Yeah, she's a very strong... Because she has arms that could lift that heavy crown.
I'm concerned with the amount that I'm focusing on this, that it'll sound like I don't think... No,
it's because
you're doing what I do, where you are inventing a hypothetical listener to think that we are sexist when what we're actually doing is making fun of Stephen Moffat.
The enemy.
Okay. Just to be clear,
we're making fun of the main core theme of the episode, which is that nobody is stronger than a mother.
Yeah, just to be clear.
Not a mother.
Women are valuable because they can have babies.
Not even
All
a
of
mother.
them can have babies.
Pull out my gun at you.
Like,
Don't
what do you think
fucking
would
say it
happen
again.
if a trans man with a womb came into this tower? Do you think the wooden people would explode or something?
I mean, that is very, very similar to the Harry Potter unicorns.
I don't want to talk about fucking J.K. Rowling's takes on gender.
I'm sorry.
This
Jordan.
podcast is supposed to be escapist for me to not have to.
But just real quick. What?
Oh, unicorns!
So here's the thing, and I will shout out the Harry Potter reread podcast, The Shrieking Shack, because they really opened my eyes to some stuff on this. But in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, I'm sorry, Jordan, but I am going to talk about it. J.K. Rowling thought that it would be cool to write, very similarly to this storyline, by the way, because much like Rusty was watching Goblet of Fire, I think Stephen was reading Goblet of Fire when he wrote this. And there is a thing that is referenced a couple times over the course of the book, which is that the unicorns trust women and not men. So, like, if a man or, like, a boy tries to approach a unicorn, it'll be, like, very, very standoffish and, like, don't come near me. But a woman, using their gentle woman powers, can get near a unicorn. And what the Shrieking Shack pointed out is there are a lot of mentions in Goblet of Fire about how Rita Skeeter looks mannish.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that there was going to be a twist where Rita Skeeter would go near a unicorn and it would be like, get away from me, and it would reveal... So,
this is supposed to be my escape.
Okay, I wish.
Well,
I had
you're doing a podcast about a piece of British media.
Yeah,
so
this is. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jordan. You've chosen the wrong media property.
I've chosen the wrong. I thought that I never thought that there would be crossover between Doctor Who and Harry Potter.
I never thought that there would be transphobia in British media.
Yeah, I did also bring up Graham Linehan earlier, so sorry for that.
Yeah, this seems to be just like our fucking Avengers of transphobia episode.
Yeah, you got. That's why you had me on specifically for this episode on purpose.
We're just trying to torment you.
Yeah, just expose me to as much transphobia as possible.
Blame Google Sheets for the RNG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hide behind your fucking spreadsheet.
I always do.
That's right.
Anyway, so the Doctor does my favorite thing that the Doctor can do, which is say that the sonic screwdriver can't open a door if it's made of wood.
It's
See,
so
this
funny.
is a reoccurring bit, and I was like, I'll accept that, except that, it does it.
Well, I will say usually with doors, most of the door is made out of wood, but the parts that involve an opening are usually made out of metal.
One thing you gotta know about
The sonic
doors.
screwdriver, it's not about wood or metal. It vibrates things. It just goes... brrr.
Yeah, but, fiber. It's harder to vibrate. I don't fucking know.
It makes the sound of Christmas.
It doesn't like wood. Whatever. It's allowed to not like wood. It's their show.
I also dislike wood.
I mean,
I wish all wood would be melted by acid.
Well, I've got the episode for you.
Oh boy, I hope it's good.
The Doctor takes a break from rescuing the imperiled child to tell this little girl that everyone in the universe wants his dick. He says, don't underestimate forests. I met the forest of Cheam once, and she fancied me.
This is the most insane shit.
Why?
Why? You're glossing over here the fact that he says that there's these stars coming out of the trees, and he says that's pure life force.
Yeah.
Yep.
Life force.
Yeah.
There's ether.
People of Earth, give me your energy.
The metaphysical soul exists in Doctor Who.
We already knew that. They already saw someone go to heaven and meet the Master who was God.
Okay, well, you don't know what that is. And I don't know what that
I
is.
don't.
I don't know what it is either. I'm being clear here. But I know that it's not really heaven.
I will say, I wasn't
that.
thinking about it as souls. I was thinking about it as like...
But he says souls!
Does he say souls?
He says literally, it's basically... Even if he doesn't say souls, life force isn't real.
It isn't Doctor Who.
It is now.
How do you think they brought the Master back?
I don't know. They did some fucking magic. They grew him in a vat.
They did do magic. They fucking resurrected
but
him.
It was
like
and
what is more magic than Christmas?
I don't know. That's just bringing the fucking Master back using some witchcraft. I like that. There's a difference here. This is a bigger metaphysical question that's being answered, and I don't
I mean, the implications of this are really, really strange.
It's bizarre, and I don't
and then, speaking of strange implications, I think this is the first time that we get a mention of this, because Stephen is trying to set up a very stupid payoff later, because Lily is like, the life force, isn't it just so beautiful that it makes you want to cry? And the doctor says, crying when you're happy, that's a very human thing.
This is psychotic.
Human.
No, sorry, wrong language. This is fucking nutso. That's better. That's better to say. There's no way this is a new concept to him.
No, but the doctor loves to, experience things for thousands of years with humans or whatever, and they'd be like, human use soap? He does this shit all the time.
Right,
and then he's like,
he's just saying... He's just saying it's incredibly human to cry when you're happy. I've never done that, and I never will.
Never, he says.
Never.
Wink!
Then they remember that Cyril exists.
Nah, I
the little boy. And this is intercut with scenes of the little boy being cornered by a fucking wood lady and a crown being put on his head.
Yeah, she crowns him and, puts him on the throne or whatever. The wooden man downstairs starts climbing the stairs up toward them.
And then he fucking turns into a Colonel Sprite.
The Space Marines at gunpoint bring Madge into the robot mech thing. They agree to scan for the kids. And Bill Bailey says, "Oh, God help them." And she says, "Why did you say that?" And he says, "Because the forest is set to be harvested.
It's melting day.
We're going to melt..." I will say, I am now realizing that this isn't an apocalyptic event. This is just, they are harvesting this particular section of trees, which is less ridiculous than I was thinking. That does not in any way excuse what the doctor did, because again, literally just check to make sure that the place is safe before you send the children there.
On the same planet.
Yeah, but they're going to melt down the forest with acid rain from a satellite to convert the trees into battery fluid. And I couldn't help but notice that they said battery fluid and not battery acid.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably there was an original draft where he said we're going to melt them down with acid to make battery acid, and then he was like, I can't say that.
Yeah,
that
the thing is that the fluid that comes out of the trees is actually a base.
I don't have a source for this, but I think somebody posted in Discord that this episode was written in one day.
It feels like it.
Feels like it was written in no days. I
feel like
anyone wrote this.
Yeah.
I feel like anyone wrote this.
Stephen Moffat.
Real.
Stephen
Moffat isn't
doesn't
real.
say written by Stephen Moffat. It says found by Stephen Moffat.
It says wrought by Stephen Moffat.
Birth. That's why he's so strong.
Is that why we can't defeat him?
No, it's the British aristocracy is why he's so
Do
strong.
not fight Stephen Moffat in the astral plane. He's too powerful.
He will consume you, like he has so many others.
So anyway, they the door unlocks and they find Cyril on the throne. He's like in a trance or something. And they see that the life force is flying away from the forest. And then Cyril wakes up and he says, "The trees are just scared. I'm connected to them right now."
I became the tree-eyed raven.
We go back to the mech suit with Madge in it, and I need to talk about this part because it really... The bio-truths are coming out again, because the woman Marine is like...
Woman Marine.
I can't drive the platform to save your kids. Only the other two, the men, have been trained in driving the machine.
But...
I can't trust them. they don't have wombs like you and I. They're not strong, wink, like you and I.
A woman trying to save her children can pilot any vehicle, including a helicopter.
Why do they keep referencing the fact that women can't drive?
It's Mama Bear.
Steven!
Mama Bear's gonna drive the thing.
It's like that scene in it's like that scene.
Don't say they're referencing the fact that women can't drive. That's not right.
Sorry, not the fact. The idea. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Wall-E where the human, like the guy stands up and it's like, oh my god, he's doing it. It's like a woman operating a vehicle. Oh my god!
Anything like it, sir?
You go to like a revival tent, and they have a woman in like a fucking one of those little walk along cars, and she's like, "Oh my god, she's doing it. Oh, be healed by the Lord
with the power of the woman." She can drive this go-kart across the stage.
With a rush of adrenaline, even a woman can lift a car off her child or even drive one.
The car. Then she can drive it to the hospital.
But, okay, even if they had even just had her say, I'm sorry, I'm not trained to drive it, only he is. And it's like, only the one of them that drives the thing. Okay, no. Fine. Why is it that there's three of them and both of the men know how to drive it?
I didn't even think about that.
But
God
they get
an
alert that the acid rain is about to start, and they're about to get teleported off of the harvester machine onto their ship or whatever in space. I don't know. And she's like, "Don't go outside, Madge. Don't go outside." And then, for some reason, at this point in the episode, the harvester starts, like, listening to the kids and the doctor.
It's not explained. It's the power of how much she loves her children, I guess.
When a woman's, when a mama bear's kids are in danger.
So, Cyril explains on behalf of the trees. The trees are trying to evacuate from the rain. Does that mean that this happens every time they do the harvest?
Yeah.
No, because this is the only time
the issue
woman has been.
See, that's why I thought that this was like an apocalyptic event.
Yeah,
that these
the issue,
were like.
I mean, it is a genocidal event.
Oh, sure. But this is... I had assumed when I was watching, and I only realized partway through talking about it, I thought that these were people, like, from another planet who, like, found these trees and are like, oh, great, let's harvest them for energy. Mm-hmm. And this is, like, the end of this planet's lifespan.
No, this is just where they get their batteries from.
Yeah.
But yeah, because... I totally forgot. They said, like, they live here. This is where they are from. So this is just, like... If when we have our farms and we like harvest the wheat in the field, if every time that happened, the wheat was screaming in agony.
Right.
Yeah.
This is like how
if you saw a Pikmin die every time you harvested a sheep.
Yeah, that's what it's happened. It's the Pikmin soul.
The little Pikmin ghost thing comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is like how fires are a natural part of a forest life cycle.
Being harvested for battery acid is...
A forest needs to experience melting day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I love the idea that they would find
they
park
love
rangers going to do a controlled burn, and Cyril is like, no, you must stop them.
It's actually... they love it, actually. It's great for them. It goes unremarked upon, the process here. And that's disturbing.
There's a lot of things about this episode that are both unremarked upon and disturbing.
Fair enough.
So, the doctor realizes that the tree's life force, it all needs to find a living thing to use as a lifeboat. The crown that they put on Cyril is a relay, but Cyril is not a vessel that is fitting for reasons that you can probably guess because we've talked about it. But
the moment
this
they
is where
say
the Wooden
he's not
Queen,
strong enough,
she touches Cyril on the shoulder and like speaks through him, and Cyril in a deep voice says, "Your coming was foretold." And the doctor says, "Bullshit, there's no such thing as foretelling. Take it from me, I'm a time traveler, I would know." Which made my brain explode out of my ears.
There's no way I could have known. There's no way I could have known that tomorrow was melting day. It's, it's...
Also, there's no such thing as foretelling. Never, ever, ever has somebody, like, time traveled and then come back to their own time and said, in any way communicated about something that will happen later. It's not never, ever, ever happened, and it never will.
It never will happen.
It can't. It can't happen.
It's
okay?
literally illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Rose has never told anyone about what she does when she's on her adventures.
No!
She never foretold any events to Jackie or Mickey.
Never happened.
Can't happen. Shut up.
Cannot happen. Fuck you.
It's just fuck you.
Also, the 11th Doctor, he certainly doesn't have any sort of prophecies in his past that he would remember. I
will say, I do have to say, I am so grateful that this episode did not include any fucking impossible girl, fucking the Trinzalore, fucking...
No, they gotta save every other Christmas is the traumatic Doctor probably is gonna die episode.
But no mention of overarching plot, and that's the only good thing I can say about this episode.
Is that relieving for you?
It's so relieving. You have no idea. If you were watching this in order, you would be hearing about the fucking impossible girl every fucking episode, and you'd want to fucking explode.
For the record, I was talking specifically about the 4 Nox prophecy that directly led to the death of the 10th Doctor.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember that.
We don't know that. He might die from unrelated means.
Yeah,
it might be something else.
He actually has a brain hemorrhage.
Yeah, he has a heart attack.
He's the 11th Doctor.
He comes down with a case of meningitis.
Jordan, heart attack.
Yeah. Heart attack.
So anyway, the Doctor asks why aren't they escaping through Cyril, and they say the child is too weak.
This kid sucks.
And too young. And the Doctor says, "Can I be the vessel?" And they say, "No, you are not. You are not young. But
this
you are
child
weak.
has insufficient genital configuration for our transit.
Testosterone levels low. Androgen levels low. Detecting hormone concentration.
Bad at multitasking. Good at driving. It will never work.
Assigning intrinsic
poor listener. Beer.
Pulls out a fucking PragerU graph. Like, this graph will explain what we are looking for.
Amount of feminists equals low. Happiness equals
estrogen
high.
level up.
So, Lily... Oh yeah, because the Doctor pulls the crown off of Cyril and starts screaming in agony, and then Lily is like, "Give me that!" And then she's like, "Wow, this is easy for me to hold."
I love
and
it.
The
it
Queen
feels
is
kind of
like,
tinkly.
The Queen is like, "You are strong, but too young for you to be the..." And I'm like, wow, I wonder who's going to be the vessel.
No. I don't like
strong detected dispensing goop product.
I don't like it. It made me feel weird when it gives a girl and it's like, "You are not yet a woman grown, insufficient
genital configuration.
Come back when you're a little older, sweetie." Like, is that not weird?
I'm sorry, I'm just saying, can we not acknowledge biology anymore?
Stop.
Preferred bathroom configuration.
Does your mother know that you're out?
This episode's stupid. So
pronouns.
Stop.
Blue hair detected.
Nothing in this show, in this episode goes like that. It's
we're just starting to make shit up at this point.
Yeah, again, I don't know why we're making the trees talk like robots.
That's the problem for sure. That's our one.
Well, yeah, everything else that we're describing is exactly as
100% show accurate. Yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to accuse Stephen Moffat of transphobia. I'm trying to accuse Stephen Moffat of being really, like. Yeah, it's just...
This is too old to be transphobic. Stephen Moffat does not know that trans people exist at this point. He's never met...
Right, well, this is the thing, though, is, like, I think 2011 is way too late for this sort of like backwards attempt at like feminism and progressivism.
This is it's Joss Whedon feminism.
Like,
it's
he's
like
just
we've already said.
I think that Stephen Moffat probably has better views on trans people than a lot of people in the British media. It's just that he's just a stupid fucking man who does not know how to... Who has no idea what women are or how they think, or what even gender is.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to the part.
Yeah,
I genuinely think that like Stephen Moffat is just endlessly like chasing clout for someone to say, "Wow, this is so epic and progressive."
He's trying to.
I think
like
that's it. That's the thing is
that's like why he always does those like I'm a lesbian gotcha moments.
That's why it bothers me so much, is because it's so obvious that this is virtue signaling.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that from the left.
Yeah,
for the record.
He wants to be the British Joss Whedon.
They're calling him the British Joss Whedon. Ooh,
oh, no.
What a bad thing to be.
I mean, but like at this point, it's 2011. You know,
I'll say as a writer, I think so.
Yeah.
As a human, I hope not.
No, obviously not. There's not enough feet. But like,
so, shit. What was it? Oh yeah. Because the whole point of this is for people to be like, "Wow, good on you, Stephen. Women really are awesome." It's just
they are just so strong.
The most like backwards.
Women really do be shopping, Stephen.
Having
so right.
You know, it's a woman's kind of strength. You know.
Yeah. So, Madge over the inexplicable child speaker hears that the kids are in danger.
What if the mech was like, child detected, tuning in, aligning shotgun.
Right, she pushes the listen to children button on the tree harvesting robot. Also, they call this thing a harvester. In what way is it a harvester?
It doesn't harvest. I mean,
it's
I guess
just
it scoops up the melted trees with its big arms.
Why were they even out here?
It's just stomping around as a security mech.
Like, I have to assume
maybe that's it harvests intruders' bones.
I have to assume the only reason that they were out here is because some sort of sensor net detected that Madge was trampsing around.
Sensors these days, am I right?
So, she hears Lily say, "Don't worry, Cyril, Mummy will save us." And Cyril refuses to leave. He's like, "No, we wait for Mummy." And Madge hears the doctor say, "I'm sorry, your mom isn't coming for you this time." And she says, "I have to use all of my womanly strength."
Oh no, she was already piloting the thing by that point. I think it was the her kids' trust in her that inspired her to drive the mech badly.
Well, so the point is, she starts piloting the mech. She explains it earlier by saying, like, "I think I could probably pilot this thing. My husband is a pilot."
You know,
you can learn piloting by marriage.
I mean, so
he's
like,
flown a plane. I could probably drive a mech.
She like. It's commendable that she overcame her ovaries getting in the way and managed to pilot the thing. But as anybody who's ever played a flight simulator,
when do we cross the line where our joking at the show's inherent misogyny just turns into us being misogynistic?
Well, I mean, I'm already established.
I mean, I know you're
satire
already
requires
a
clarity of purpose and target, lest it become and contribute to that which it claims to satirize. I will say, I think that our purpose and target are very clear. It's Stephen Moffat,
the
enemy.
So anyway, anyone who's ever played a flight simulator will tell you that the hardest part of flying a plane is landing it.
Well,
and she fucks it up.
She fucks it up. Boo!
Yeah,
Boo,
she crashes the harvester.
Madge.
She runs into the tower. Her coat is sizzling from the acid rain, and she immediately hugs her children with it, which I did think was a little odd.
She stops to make a joke at the doctor first to say, "Don't go outside. The rain is dreadful."
My skin is on fire.
He looks at the crashed robot and says, "Women."
He doesn't actually, to be clear.
He actually says that to me.
He says something like, "Oh, there goes our method of escape," or something like that. She goes upstairs and tells off her children for opening their Christmas presents early, And then, the Wooden Queen puts the crown on her and she starts absorbing all the life force.
Sorry to... I gotta...
Cracked it.
So Madge turns into a different person at this point.
She's turned... I kind of think she turned into a different person when she entered the snow world.
In this moment, she is euphoric.
Like, her brain turns from that of a human into that of a magpie.
She turns into that of a forest.
She kind of turns
She's
into like a Matt Smith.
It's so shiny. That's so nice.
I like it.
Oh, this is where she says...
she says, Mama likey.
This is where she says, it's funny, one can't imagine being a forest, then suddenly one can. This is all really clever, isn't it? Ding. Ding number 4.
That's our final count.
But
only
yeah,
4.
So lest you didn't get it until this point.
I hate Stephen Moffat.
It's because she's got a fertile fucking
she's got the chromosomes and the
hormones.
Age. Yeah, and the hormones.
Because the doctor says, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't understand it until now. I mean, I will say, if he did understand it before now, that would be really, really...
That would be a long fucking shot, dude.
The doctor says, weak and strong. It's a translation from the base code of nature itself.
Oh my god.
Cyril and I are male, which is weak, while Madge and Lily are female,
Once
which
again,
is strong.
I know I already talked about this. The idea, there's something about the doctor being like, because he gestures here. Me and him, this little shitty boy and me, we are the same. We are like, no. You're a regenerating time alien, doctor. I don't know what your situation is like. We don't know fucking anything about your anatomy and your biology.
And I would like to keep it that way, damn it.
Me and this little boy, we have testosterone and balls.
Literally saying the gender binary is encoded in nature. Something that is not true even on Earth. Let alone the...
But wait, the line's not over because he says, and I quote, she's female. More than female. She's mum. And how else does life ever travel? The mothership.
It's somewhere on this world. Ken Bone, for the first time in many years, wakes up and he's come out of his slumber and he says,
I have to imagine that Big Stevie creamed so hard when he wrote that line.
First of all, the idea that the concept of a mothership is A, innate to nature, and B, universal, as if like, oh yeah, obviously the trees in the forest know all about the concept of a mothership.
I groaned so
freak.
loud at mothership. Mothership, like the mother is the ship, like you can climb inside mother and you can ride her to safety. Oh, mama!
Thank you, Ken Bone.
This would have been okay if the trees were all shaped like kangaroos.
There's no universe where this is okay. This is where I draw my line, Steven.
But what about
the top floor of the tower launches into space, and the trees escape through Madge.
Oh, yeah.
They did it. We solved it.
Here's something that I thought was kind of fun, is that they are in the, like, cloud tunnel from the Doctor Who opening song.
Right! And he's like, and the little boy's like, oh shit, it's like the theme song, he says.
They're in the time stream.
The time vortex.
Time vortex.
That's probably come up in canon before, but I think this is the first time we've ever seen that thing be an actual thing in the universe.
Mm-hmm. You can see the Doctor Who text flying by. You look up there.
So the wooden people tell Madge that she just needs to think about home to get herself and her kids home. And the Doctor says, think about home until it hurts. And she pulls out the telegram and starts moaning and groaning. This is the exact same thing as fucking Lie of the Land, where we get a montage of a loved one on the screen.
We see the clip of the husband crashing the plane, which he was not witness to. I didn't really, and like the kids are watching it, they're like, Mum.
No, so when soldiers died in World War II, they sent with the telegram a memory
they had the fucking kill cam,
a memory engram.
Hey,
would be
get the Call of Duty kill cam.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I do need to point out that is literally what Gallifrey and soldiers had. Remember?
They did get a Call of Duty kill cam, so I guess that he's the singing man.
Oh my god! We found it!
Like,
Madge's husband!
But yes,
I did
the
think
kids
it
are
was
like,
weird that he was singing when his plane went down.
and maybe I'm faulting these idiot children for not like immediately getting it, but the fact that they hear their mom say, crying, I don't want to watch him die, I don't want to watch him die again, or whatever, and then they say, what happened to Dad?
Yeah, Jordan, I think that's a bit
Oh,
unfair
I'm sorry,
to the
we
characters
actually
in the
skipped over
fictional
something
show.
very important. Because during the montage of like happy memories with her husband, we see how they first fell in love, and she explains that he would follow her on her walk home from work every day, and he told her that he would keep following her until she married him.
Yeah, so her
Normal.
husband's a fucking freak.
God bless those good old boys.
This is I forgot about this until you mentioned
This is
it.
how they did it back in the day.
It's just you stalk a woman until she marries you.
Yeah, you stalk a woman until she
He
marries
wore her
you.
down.
Jesus
It's good.
fucking Christ.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
This is like
This is how
the
Meemaw.
Doctor
This
Who
is how it happened for
version
Meemaw.
of that Secret Life of the American Teenager episode about how good it is for an old man to fuck a young woman.
Don't make me think about Young at Heart on my Sunday off
Fairy
of work.
tales
Don't
can
come
It's my
true.
day off. I should
It
be
can
allowed to
happen to
relax.
you.
And you're
When
young,
young
at
Come
heart.
on, dance, you two.
What?
Don't make me
That
think
was
about that on my day off.
I remember that. That is the most psychotic shit I've seen in my life.
We can't talk about Secret Life now.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, she says, "Don't make me watch him die," and the kids are like, huh?
What's going on, huh?
Nani?
Mommy? So we cut to the husband's death scene. This is some Zack Snyder shit where we have to watch the entire scene a second time. But there's
No,
there's
don't
a
show him
twist,
dying,
though.
he says, as Humpty Dumpty climbs onto the wall.
So in his final moments, Madge's picture glows gold in his plane, and he hears her saying goodbye as the time vortex takes her past his airplane. And then the ship crashes. The Doctor says that the life force has successfully escaped into outer space. The trees are happy. They are basically now just floating in space forever.
No.
Eventually the forest will stop thinking. They're outside of Uncle Digby's mansion, and Lily is like, "Hey, can we talk about what you said about Dad dying?
Mm-hmm.
Also,
No.
what's that telegram you're holding?" And the Doctor's like, "Well,
It's time for me to mosey on out of here." Puts on his Stetson, his iconic Stetson. Time to hit
so
the
he
road.
goes outside to let her tell her kids that their dad is dead. She starts explaining it was a cloudy night. There was no moon and no stars to light his way while he was flying the plane. But then the Doctor runs back inside and says,
Wait a minute.
Madge, you're going to want to see this because
It's a-
there was a star to light their way. You. And they run out of the ship and they see the plane is sitting there. Their dad gets out. He looks very confused. The Doctor tells Madge that she's Mother Christmas.
Also, it's very sad, but everyone else on the plane did die.
Yeah.
They
Only
all hug and
survivor.
cry, and the Doctor says, "Happy crying, humany woomany."
Happy crying.
Happy
Human.
crying, everyone.
Happy crying Xbox. For $100, I will get Happy Crying Humany Woomany tattooed on my penis.
Okay.
That's not something you want to see.
Well, good news. You're not going to be seeing it.
For $100? Yeah, you will.
Patreon.com/spotting bros.
I can
Some
spare
amount
100
of
per
time
month.
passes.
A day.
The kids open their normal presents.
Yeah, did the Doctor, throw out all the, other... He was like, I'm going to take you to the planet of, carbon monoxylon 95.
Yeah, the
I'm
kids
gonna take
open
you
their
to
other
the Saw
presents.
planet.
There's a landmine, a bunch of panthers in one of them.
A Santarin all wrapped up in a little bow.
Madge goes up to the attic where the Doctor is, and she finally realizes that he was the spaceman angel.
He was the funny man.
And she says, "Thank you for everything, Doctor. I don't really know why I'm thanking you."
What am I
Yeah, what
thinking? You
is-
imperiled? I guess that he created a chain reaction of events that led to her husband surviving a plane crash.
I guess so.
It's
It was a
just like,
complete
sure.
accident, and in the process, he almost killed both of her children.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank
And
you,
her.
Doctor.
I've been I've been thinking about a moment from the last episode constantly, which was when we talked about what does he even do? What does the Doctor even do? What did he do here? He endangered some children.
And he accidentally created like a stable timeline.
Yeah,
where
he
their
accidentally
dad
saved one World War II soldier's life.
Just imagining the picture starts glowing gold, and he's like, "Fuck, it's bright, I can't see. Ah, I'm going down."
What if he just got trapped in the time vortex forever?
What if he got put into his own time stream?
What if, like, 6 episodes from now, the Doctor is flying the TARDIS through the time vortex, and he crashes into an airplane, and he's like,
what if like a yeah.
They show the plane, and it starts playing the sentimental music, and he gets out of the plane. They're like, "Daddy," and then a fucked up gray gargoyle flies out of the sky and rips him apart.
What if the plane killed the protagonist from Drakengard? Think about it.
That means nothing to me.
There would be a big white pregnant woman.
Yeah, and that's the strongest
thing I can think of.
Jesus. So, she asks, "Hey, what was up with that time that the police box disappeared?" And he says, "Let me show you." And she says, "Wait, are you leaving? Stay for Christmas." And he says, "I will, in time of the Doctor." And she says, "Oh, you must have to get back to your family or friends." And he says, "No.
I wish I had those."
They think that I'm dead. Now, Jordan.
I thought that they were dead.
Now, Giga and Jordan.
Yeah, hi.
Do you know why the pawns think he's dead?
No!
Because I had assumed that it was because of the season finale before this.
I think the Doctor just ghosts people.
Let me tell you, I have watched up to the Capaldi episodes like 3 times at this point. I watched up to this point last year. I couldn't fucking tell you anything about what happens during the Dark. My brain nukes it from my mind.
Well. On December 6th, 2011, a prequel to the episode was released online.
Get out of here.
The 11th Doctor is seen on a spaceship holding a red button, which, when he lets go, will cause the ship to explode.
That's why?
While holding the button, he phones the TARDIS to speak to Amy, asking her to rescue him. Although he does not have his coordinates, Amy cannot fly the TARDIS, and she is not on the TARDIS. The Doctor wishes Amy a Merry Christmas before letting go of the button, and the spaceship explodes.
So, yeah, that's something
hold on a moment. Hold on.
This is something that goes throughout the Annoying Era, where it's like, it works really well for your podcast, because you'll assume that it's in reference to something that was aired on television, but they're just in media resing something that they never do the beginning of.
It's either a reference to a webisode or a reference to
and there's no way that you could, like, pick it up from context clues like you could.
Also, what the fuck, Doctor? Why didn't you tell the pawns that you were alive, like, immediately?
Because if he did that, then we couldn't have this tearjerker ending.
Because if we did that, you wouldn't have to trust him.
I love this. This is such a bizarre thing about this era of Doctor Who.
It's Moffat's fucking...
Oh, I thought you were saying... Moffat's trick.
It could be Moffat. It could be the producers. You gotta do it on iPlayer, dude.
Yes. There was like a demand, a requirement from the BBC that they would have like more content, basically to justify the existence of the like iPlayer red button or whatever it's called.
It is somewhat Moffat's fault for not writing it so that content is at all optional, and that it provides key context to story beats in the main episodes, despite the fact that it doesn't share a feed with them.
Yes, this happened in The Snowmen. There was the guy, like the crazy guy in the prison who was like rattling off a prophecy that he heard. That was explained in a like short prequel. There was the 11th Doctor meeting Clara as a child in the prequel to the Bells of St. John, which sets up why he was in a monastery at the beginning of that episode.
Exactly. So, like, if you're watching this era of Doctor Who, it feels so fucking feverish. It feels, like, so bizarre and just, like, what the fuck is happening?
Which is really funny, because that's a thing that we feel on our podcast because we're watching out of order.
Exactly,
and we're always like, I'm sure that this made a lot more sense if you watched it as it aired. But with this era, it doesn't.
No, it just
Because
feels
they're
like that.
putting-
You might
they're
as well
putting-
be watching it out of order.
The connective tissue between episodes is all on iPlayer and not in the show.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
weird.
like you finish like doing this on your podcast would be like opening a box of puzzle pieces, finishing the puzzle, and then there's like 12 pieces missing, and they're just like in another country.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're on iPlayer.
They're on iPlayer.
They're
you have to buy a
puzzle
set.
pieces that you have to.
It's not. You don't have to pay for it, but you do have to go to the store and ask them to give you those 12
exactly.
pieces.
You have to
now.
ask for them, and you're not told about them when you buy the
You're
fucking
not told
set.
that they're in there at the puzzle.
I do have a theory. Not a fan, a hater theory.
A game theory.
I have a game theory, which is that Stephen Moffat, he knows what he's doing. He's doing this intentionally to show that this push for red button content is bad. And you know why I know that?
Did he say?
Because in the prequel to this episode, the Doctor almost dies because he pushes a red button. He's saying, this is what you're doing to me. You are killing me in an explosion, BBC.
That explains so much about this era of Doctor Who that people like. But like, why was it so popular on Tumblr? Why was none of this I mean, it's because there were.
It's because
middle
schoolers. There was quirked up British.
It's because it was.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's because it was middle schoolers with no media literacy. But it's just like, yeah, I was like, my constant question every time I've watched this is, why is it like this? And I've never thought to ask. Because there's essential content in minisodes aired on BBC iPlayer. Because that's
essentially the first 4 minutes of every single episode are not in the episode. So that's cool. Anyway, the Doctor says that his friends think that he's dead. Push the red button to find out why. little pop-up appears on the screen.
It's like the fucking High School Musical trivia version.
But she says it's not right to let your friends think that you're dead on Christmas, which is, I mean, what a wild sentiment. Yeah. I don't disagree, but Jesus. And she says, I will not let you not go see them, mister. And he goes, yes, Mum, he literally says.
And I've got to say,
says, what if I need your help again? And he says, I don't make a wish. I don't know. Bye.
I got to say, like, my favorite episodes of 11th Doctor are is this 10th?
This is 11.
11. Okay. My favorite episodes of 11 are when he sticks around. Because he does this more than the other Doctors. Like, I could believe this behavior out of Tennant, where he just is afraid to get attached to people, because that's his whole thing. Like, but with this incarnation of the Doctor, I don't see him not having Christmas dinner with these people. It doesn't feel right for him.
Right, especially considering that I assumed, until I learned about the prequel minisode, I was like, oh, is this like some sort of other version? Like, because we learned about the bomb in Donna's brain, where if she remembers the Doctor, she will die instantly. Was there something kind of like that going on? But no, as it turns out, he had a dramatic death fake out with Amy Pond, and he's just like,
in another episode.
I don't want to undercut the drama.
Yeah. And then they're just they're back to fucking Amy Pond shit. Next thing, just have 2 dinners, Doctor. Who the fuck cares? You
have a time machine. You can literally do that. You could do that.
And
yeah, that's right. Why does he go to the dinner where they haven't seen him in 2 years?
Yeah,
why doesn't he just go to the previous Christmas or the Christmas before? Yeah.
It's maybe a consistent problem of the show where a time machine exists, but it's like,
I will regret these words, and probably you won't feel the same way when you watch the episodes, but I quite like the episodes that James Corden is in, and
I've heard people say this,
and this is not the same character as is in those episodes. That's when I like 11. And this
I feel like 11
weird. This is trying to
11
be
has a problem.
Trying to be 10.
I think 11 has a consistent problem where sometimes, not always, but sometimes he's a gigantic piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is
I mean, he's a piece of shit in those episodes too,
like,
but I like
this is
it.
not This is not like a, oh, he's rude, oh, he's being an alien. This is like Matt Smith, Doctor, 11th Doctor, just every once in a while does something, he's a bad
Horrible,
person
yeah.
for some
I
reason,
think sometimes they get at an idea that the reason that he is such a quirked up white boy busting it down sexual style or whatever is because he's carrying so much pain that these like affectations are his like coping mechanism.
You just watched 10 at his edgiest. Like, and it's just not incomparable, right? It just doesn't make sense.
Men will literally say hibbledy-dibbledy wibbly-doo before they get therapy.
Men will literally say humany-woomany to pretend that they
and
can't
send
cry.
a child to the Ajijishishas.
I forgot about the Sasusisas or whatever, the Lavi Lule Lows.
If you ever forget what the word was, you can just look at the title of this episode.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
So anyway, he goes to Amy Pond's house. She hears the knock on the door and thinks that it's Christmas carolers and runs out the door with a water gun, which I don't know that I like that characterization for Amy Pond. That she's trying to attack children with a water gun.
She's ready to fucking blast.
I'm not. I kind of sympathize with her. I don't want carolers. And I would spray them with a water gun if they showed up.
I mean, I also despise Christmas, but I have a good reason for it.
I would not blast
a
child. I wouldn't blast a child in the head with a water gun. Personally.
Well, Christmas carolers aren't children a lot of the time.
I would, if Matt Smith, Doctor, not Matt Smith, I think if Matt Smith showed up at my door, I would be very confused.
A lot of the time.
But if 11th Doctor showed up at my door, I think I would start blasting.
I think you have a misapprehension, because Christmas carolers are a lot of time annoying adults.
I'm not talking about Christmas carolers. I'm talking about the 11th Doctor.
I'm the one who said that Christmas carolers are children. I don't really know anything. I thought that Christmas carolers were usually children. Is that wrong?
It depends.
I've never been caroled.
I thought that. Yeah.
I don't think none of us.
They see the mezuzah and keep moving.
Yeah, none of us hate life enough to be Christmas carolers. So.
I don't actually have a mezuzah. I'm sorry for lying. No, they see the lamb's blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say they see the lamb's blood painted on your door and then move on.
It's dried. It's completely dried by this point in the year. But they do see this like brown caked on blood smear, and they're like, "Well, we better keep going."
Anyway, the context for this scene is idiotic, but I do think it's cute where she like opens the door and she's got the water gun and he's like, "How long's it been, Amy?" And she's like, 2 years, and she squirts him with the water gun.
What an asshole!
Like, yeah,
what a piece of shit! I hate it when he, like, why?
But this is the thing, is that he's an asshole, and god damn it, they love
him.
Yeah, because they're also assholes.
Well, also, it is worth mentioning that she apparently, through none of this, did she think that he was dead, because apparently River Song just straight up told her that he was alive.
Yeah, I forgot they mentioned
Which, okay, well, now that makes me wonder if maybe there is some... Surely the season 6 finale didn't also end with her thinking he died.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I don't think so, because I couldn't remember why she thought he was dead. I feel like I would remember that.
Well, there must be a secondary mini-sode where River Song bumps into him and is like, "Oh, you're alive."
Where River Song meets him at the fucking Tesco.
She just knows, dude.
Check out. No, they go to Sainsbury's.
Not Aldi? I like Aldi.
Oh, we're doing the thing where British people have really confusing politics about grocery store chains.
I just like Aldi.
Okay, so anyway,
that one's here.
Yeah, I hear comedians talk about which
Aldi's
store people shop at all the time, and I never.
What's
know what
Lidl? I've heard of
Lidl. Is another one.
Okay.
Aldi is basically Trader Joe's, but they have normal stuff.
Which of the is Sainsbury posh, or is it like?
I think Sainsbury's is. We need to move
Looking
on.
at fucking shops guessers.
Yeah, where we've been back after so long away. Just us trying to figure things out.
We're still here. The totally
anyway,
insufferable
Amy
people
and the doctor are very like standoffish to each other. Inexplicably, they're both like, "Well, I'm not going to be the one who initiates the hug," and she's like, "Well, I'm not either." But then they smile and they do big hug, And then Rory just walks over and is like,
not dead.
Wow, you're alive. And Amy's like, oh, he already knows that River told us.
He says, Rory, Rory, Rory. That's his catchphrase.
I did think it was
Rory,
very
Rory.
funny that Rory was trying to play along with the idea that they thought he was dead.
I love Rory, and he's misused as a character, is all I'll say.
I'm in a perpetual state of not remembering whether I liked Rory or hated Rory.
I like Rory. I like
time.
my platonic ideal of Rory, and I hate how he's used in the show.
I feel like I like him when we've seen him, but
Yeah.
we've only seen him like 3 times.
Oh, wait until you just wait until you see Epic Rory.
Oh, I want to see Epic Rory.
No, it sucks, dude. It's bad.
Amy
He
squirts
gets
the
his
doctor
gun.
with the water gun again and reveals that they always set a place for him on Christmas, just like the prophet Elijah.
I was
which
gonna
is
say, did they
probably
leave
also
a-
the
Yeah,
doctor.
Did they leave a
they
fucking
room
bowl of
both-
fish fingers and custard out there for
They
him?
leave room
outside?
they leave room for the doctor both at their dinner
It
table
is-
and in their bed.
I love that Sam doesn't know what that means still.
Highly swinger
What do I not
energy.
Oh, fish fingers and custard.
Like while I'm
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
no,
show,
I
I
totally
gotta
know that.
say, highly swinger energy from Rory.
Oh yeah, they have a
and Amy.
big. We dig your vibe. We saw you from across the room. We
that's
dig
I
your
mean,
vibe.
Amy's
So-
already tried to fuck him.
So
Yeah.
that's a perennial problem that like adventure media has with married characters is that married characters with adventurous energy just feel that's swingers.
Can I just say, because the episode's just about over, the last thing that happens is that as they walk back inside, the doctor touches his face and realizes that he's been happy crying. It turns out that the reason that they
Wowzers.
said earlier in the episode that the doctor doesn't happy cry is so that he could do it later and it would be impactful for no reason.
I'm so impacted.
My head. I'm in
Why is my head wet?
So that's the episode.
I'm bleeding.
This episode was really weird. The entire premise was that
Biotruths
biotruths are
are-
real and that women are good because they have children.
Yeah,
I give this
that's why
episode.
women
I
are
give
strong.
this episode 2 X's. No, just kidding. I give this episode a generous, and it can thank me for it, D+.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards a very, very, very generous C-.
Oh, I can't judge you. I'm not allowed to. Nope, that's fine.
I think that the
It's
content
your
was
truth.
bad, but there were things in this episode that I think were all right. I liked the tree people. I liked getting to see Bill Bailey for 3 seconds. And that's
Bill
everything
Bailey
I liked
was
about the episode.
completely canceled out by that shitty child Cyril who I hated.
I think that there were like
we never got into why you
emotional
fucking hate
impact
Cyril,
things
dude.
here with the
Do I need to
family
explain?
that kind
Do I need
of
to explain
worked.
every fucking thing I do?
I don't
No.
know. It just seems like to me, he's just like a big stupid kid. He's got
a
big
little
glasses.
racist.
He's like a stupid kid with big glasses. I don't know.
He's a little racist.
He seems harmless.
I hated him.
He didn't even get to fire. He didn't even get to fire a Vickers gun and cry.
Do I get to rate the episode?
Giga, what did you think?
Oh, I don't know. It's like I think C-.
Jesus.
Even as a
Wow,
trans,
it looks like Jordan has the wrong opinion.
even
Oh, yeah,
even as
I'm
a
sorry,
trans
it's episode
person,
rules.
I have to say there's parts of this one that I like a little bit.
I had a bad time watching it.
It's a bad episode
It's
for
bad.
sure. But
It's
I
not
think
bad.
that,
Don't watch it. But
yeah, I think that just the general viewing experience, if I turned my brain off completely, I think would have been fine.
like at my school, a C- is not passing.
If you get like hit in the head by a horse, you would like this episode.
yes,
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
the nicest thing that I can
If
say
you
about
fell
it.
Do
from
we have-
if you fell from orbit, then yeah.
Do we have any companion awards to give out this week?
The Doctor
we
gets our
the
main
youngest
feed's inaugural Ian Chesterton Award for Fucker's Folly.
Congratulations
That's what it
to the
was.
Doctor.
The Ian Chesterfield. What did he? Oh, it was when he climbed into the matchbox. For
Oh yeah,
no
our episode
reason.
on Planet of Giants is now
We get-
up at
Oh my God,
patreon.com/pottygross
that
for just
one-
$1 a month.
It's so good.
That one
Great,
is so
great serial. Not
I-
that
I-
good, but really fun.
That one is like, I can never ask people to give us money, but I do
You
want
can.
people to hear.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Give us $1 so you can hear us talk about an episode where the Doctor and his friends get very small, and then in the background of the episode, a murder mystery takes place.
Would you ever have a guest on for a bonus ed?
We've never
Ooh,
discussed
I've never
it.
thought about it. We've never done
Because
that.
I really want to. I love the bonus heads.
Yes,
I really do
but
want to.
only if there's patrons, because otherwise they'd be getting free
Well,
access to our
I am.
content.
I am. I've been
That's a joke.
giving. I've been
That's a
giving you
joke.
pieces of
That's-
shit $1 a month for like the past several years. So
So I have
you can
express
join us
that.
for a classic episode at some point.
sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
why
just have me
not?
on sometime.
They're very fun.
They're great.
It's literally never crossed my mind.
This week, our bonus episode is the Time Meddler.
You say this week, we probably won't get to it for like a month.
A month, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're going on a little break.
Yeah, we are going on
Sam's
a break
Bizarre Adventure.
This
yeah.
our next classic episode
to Christmas detox, and we'll be back in December with a new Christmas episode.
Do
for
we
you,
have
probably.
any? Do we have any? I mean, if Match had, had the
There's no
guts to pull
companions.
the
We can't even really talk about it.
No, Cyril is the youngest companion in
No.
Doctor Who history.
Well, no, that's canonical.
No gold stars. Nobody ate shit in a comical way. I mean, the Doctor fell when he tried to get in the hammock,
Yeah,
but
but I feel like
it was like a celebratory funny
And it
moment.
was trying
and
to be eating shit.
Yeah, not
in a
worth
funny
not
way.
worth a Medal of Mickey
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
no.
One of these days, I will get his ass with the Medal of Mickey. The ultimate humiliation for the Doctor. He'll feel
become
so
Mickey.
bad about it, but not this
To
week.
become Richard.
Okay, here's
the
the
fuck?
really exciting part.
Oh, right.
Sam, which Doctor though? Anyone but Matt Smith. I need a detox.
I've really been in a Tennant mood. I've found
I
a
feel like
real
we've gotten-
appreciation for
I
Tennant.
love
He's-
David
really
Tennant for
good.
sure. He's definitely like a really good Doctor, and his episodes are consistently just like
Some of
kind
the
of top
best.
of the. They're always topping the list. But like for
that
me,
is not at all consistent.
It's but like some of the best like a lot of the best episodes in my opinion happened during that era of the show.
Yeah, and he's also got some real stinkers.
Yeah, but they all do. It's why we love it, because sometimes it's really bad. That
That's
being
true.
said, I want Capaldi.
Yeah, I want you to get the moon abortion episode.
I
don't know what that means. All right. Well,
Yay!
it's a Capaldi. Ooh.
Oh no,
So this
it's
is
written
not.
by the...
It is December, but it's not Christmas. This is not the episode that I have always heard is good, but it is, I think, the one before it. Series 9, Episode 12, Hellbent.
written by the enemy himself. I feel like
think
the monkeys...
this is part 1 of a 2-parter, which, let me confirm that.
I'm feeling the monkey's paw curl upwards as I wish for a Capaldi and then get us.
Ooh.
Oh no! Heaven Sent is part 1.
That looks fun.
This
Oh,
is the
this
second of a
the
two-parter.
Series 9 finale.
Oh
Wow, this look. So
Is this-
it's
is
the
this a
last-
Clarasode?
is
Yeah, I
the-
see
Oh, Ken
Clara.
Bones is here.
Oh,
Oh, I shouldn't be looking at this.
It got an A
It
minus.
received positive reviews from critics, but they literally always do, even when they're really bad.
Unless you're TV
Ooh.
fanatic.
This might just be the end of Clara. I'm going to stop looking at this in case there's spoilers here.
Spoilers.
Because let me just look at
Couldn't
the
tell
general
ya.
episode
I have
list.
not seen this
Hellbent.
episode.
So yeah, the Capaldi Christmas special is the episode after this, and then then it goes into series 10 with Bill. We might
Ooh.
just get to see Clara's ending.
Die.
Yeah,
you might
you
get
get
to
to
see
watch-
Clara get fed to the wood chipper or whatever happens
watch
to
Claire
her.
get mulched.
I have been genuinely so, like, curious about what they do with Clara, if she ever has an in back to the show, if she ever, will we ever see her? Because that would be that's a character that, like, me and Clara, we don't always get along, but, say 10 years now and the 16th Doctor, played by Philomena Kunk, played by Diane Morgan, does a reunion with like an older Clara, I would be into it.
I can't.
But she might be dead.
Yeah,
Who
no, I
knows?
can't wait till you guys see a companion fucking eat shit.
I mean, I've seen several of them. I remember some of them.
Yeah,
just not all.
the only
of
one
them.
you've seen is Rose, right? You've seen the conclusion of Rose's time on
No,
the show.
no. In my life outside
I
of
know
the show.
you have,
yeah.
but like on the show.
Oh, I need to say, by the way, first of all, I think I addressed this before, but my prediction for Clara was that she was going to retire from adventuring and have a normal, peaceful life with Danny.
With Danny
but now I
Payne.
know
But
that
now
he's
Danny,
fucking dead.
Danny fucking
So now I think that Clara probably is fucked.
yeah.
But I completely forgot to say last week, I no longer think that Donna will die. And I know Jordan, that she's in the new
Yeah, is
special.
that
I
because
don't think
you've
that
seen-
necessarily... I think that it's entirely possible that a dead companion could return. Like, Rose came back from... I know she's not dead either, but Rose came back as the moment in Day of the Doctor.
That's
like,
true, but
shit
that
can
was
happen.
not Rose.
But I'm just saying, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that a dead companion could return. However, after learning about the bomb in her brain, I think that there is a very clear out for how Donna could stop being the companion and be alive. So, and why the Doctor would feel guilty about Donna's fate. So
I thought you were saying
I'm
with
just
the bomb
saying
in
I
her
no
brain.
longer am predicting Donna's death. I'm now on the side of she's
saying-
probably alive.
I thought you were saying with the bomb in her brain, she now has a new out
Yeah,
for when they retire her after the special.
See, but if you
No,
look,
I'm
Kaboom.
saying I think that the reason that she's in the new special probably is just that she has been alive the entire time and now she's just back.
If you look very closely at the like thumbnail for the trailer for the new special, you can see that Donna is a pile of hamburger meat with a ring on it. So just keep that in mind.
I was gonna say I hope that Wilfred is there, but I remembered his actor.
Well, yeah,
passed
Wilfred.
away.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
man.
cannot be in the show anymore.
No,
They're going.
I love
Okay,
Wilfred.
no.
I've been like Wilfred has been like.
Be careful what
sustaining
you
me
wish
through the
for,
week.
because AI Wilfred is.
No! Don't speak that. Don't speak that into existence. Okay,
Shall we wrap
let's
this
wrap
episode
it up. Yeah, you know it's a Giga episode because we went for like 6 hours.
Hi, yeah, I like to interrupt and share shit.
We are on co-host at Dr. Huh. We don't have any questions this week, but you can send them to us there. You can also send them to our Tumblr at Dr. Huh. Jordan is on Tumblr at Kiwami Breakfast. I'm on co-host at Positive Stress. You can listen to my other podcast, Sounds About Light, where when we return from break next month, we will be talking about the back half of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, unless we take another break for the holidays, which is entirely possible.
You can find me on Tumblr at kiwamibreakfast.tumblr.com. You can listen to my other podcast, Kamarocho Radio. We are rapidly, we are slowly, because when we our recording schedule, approaching the end of Yakuza 4, we're on the Kiryu chapters now. You love to see him. He's
Yay.
Dad. And probably we'll talk about the new Yakuza game when it drops very soon. Oh, God, that's so soon.
Giga.
Hi.
Plugs.
Sure, before I do my plugs, I would like to encourage anyone listening to donate to both, or either, probably more relatively relevantly, the Palestinian Medical Relief Society, and towards the Entertainment Community Fund for the SAG-AFTRA strike. But you can find me on Twitter at Gigalithic. And you can find me in your house, crawling under your table.
Get out from under my table!
Fuck you!
Spraying you.
You can also go back and listen to 0 to 0, which Giga and I were both on, and now I am not.
Yeah,
Max, that is a
0 to
Maximum
0
Chaos podcast.
0 to 0 might come back at some point. I don't know.
We're all hoping for it.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're all charging our spirit bomb.
We'll see if my life...
hoping that
We're
your
absorbing
schedule,
the life force of the trees.
I will kill 1,000 trees
I just,
to give your
I just
schedule
don't know if
some,
I'm strong enough. I don't have
yeah.
the genital configuration to transport the trees.
Stop!
We are on Patreon at Potting Bros. We've already talked about it, so I won't go too into it, but $1 a month does get you the stuff that Jordan was saying earlier, plus a mildly special Discord role marking you as a friend of the show. $5 gets you a pretty special Discord role marking you as a companion of the show. You get a shout out in the podcast. You can send us a message that will read in one of our funny voices, including Steppenwolf voice, which originated on 0 to 0, of course. $10 gets you all that, plus an incredibly special Discord role marking you as an honorary member of House Me Sousa, which lets you listen to the podcast live while we record it, and we will clap for you when we shout you out. Thank you to our $5 and $10 subscribers, Cassidy, JCH, Roy, Stephanie Boulding, Stephanie Karen, Violet Magician, and the honorary members of House Me Sousa, Destry Hawk, H. Caban, Sauceworks.
Fuck yeah!
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. We're done with Christmas for a little while, till next week. Next time we record.
Next time is not a Christmas special. We almost got one, but
Yeah.
in as much as that's how it works.
That'll be up after our small break, correct?
We're hosted on Noisepace.xyz, where you can find other great podcasts like 0 to 0, which I'm allowed to say.
You can listen to Special Great Snacks about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Believe a new episode went up today as we're recording
It
this.
was called, it had a very funny name. It was called I'm looking it up. It's called Mom Wine.
You can listen to Mom Wine. You can listen to Forward, ReZero. You can listen to a bunch of podcasts on there. You can listen to Kamurocho Radio.
I already said that.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Matter Meter Lads.
It's Matter
Is it Giga's
Meter
responsibility
Lads.
to read the prayer?
No, I don't want to. But can I? I mean, I guess I can.
I think you're required to. Isn't that what we do when there's a
okay.
guest?
Do you have it
I believe
on
that's
hand?
true. Did you add
Always.
the line about, like, may Wilford's aim be true or whatever we said?
I've decided to trim a couple things from it that I don't think really fit in our current Doctor Who era.
I agree.
Are
we
and
taking
then I'm
out-
just going to improv stuff. So, Giga,
That's
feel
fine.
free to put whatever spin on it that
Okay.
you like beyond what's here.
Okay, cool. May your life flow like a river. May your days smell sweet as a rose. May your nights be calm and still as a pond. May you be as lucky as an ace in a game of blackjack, Harkness.
Harkness.
And may the Doctor light your path through time. And may you have the strength of Madarwell.
And may you get pregnant.
And may Wilford shoot you with a gun.
Amen.
Amen.
Excelsior, Dr.
Thanks.
Bye.
Shalom.
Thank you for reading that, Giga. Thank you for joining us, Giga. Thank you for Christmas God.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Bye.
Doctor.
Dr. Bye.
Bye.
Come on, let the fuse, he's a rocket and he's ready to go. Cause now the countdown has started and he's ready to blow. He's got the dope sounds bumping and a stereo. Fast, fast, putting on a show. Don't wanna get yourself together, there's no time to rest. And if you put the time in, he'll